Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome. We're going to be picking up where we left off yesterday. I'm glad I waited to present this guy's evidence, or this guy's data, however you want to say it. I'm glad I waited till today, because today Ian Carroll responded to it. But he did something a little shady, old Ian. He responded without actually going over the guy's fucking argument. Why would you do that, Ian? Why would you ignore the actual argument the guy's making in your debunk? Maybe you don't want your kind of, I don't want to call them retarded, but your slow fans to not see more information to make a more informed decision. It's weird. So today we're actually going to go over that guy's data. This ammunition expert whose whole living revolves around ammunition. And then we're going to go over Ian Carroll's weird response where he just sort of ignores the guy's entire argument and just very weird, very odd, as they say, you know? Weird. It's just spiritually something's wrong there. It's just spiritually something's wrong with it. Let's kick it off. We'll get right into it. This guy does a genius job, a brilliant job of explaining how ammunition works, how the 30-06 works, and how there's multiple types of 30-06s, full metal jacket, soft point, hollow point, different grain loads, all kinds of variables. And this is information that you would think people who are investigating the Charlie Kirk assassination and the 30-06 could never exit claims would actually be interested in so that they could form a more informed opinion about it. But so, you know, I want my people that watch this to actually be informed, so we're going to go over it. Ginger, hard R. Yeah, they're always keeping the gingers down, bro. What can I do, man? What's up, everybody? Hello. Hello, Hole and Dan Sock. How you doing, buddy? JL Dubs, El Jefe. Of course, the legendary John McCarter. Olive, how you doing? It's good to see you. Jefe, fired from my job pursuing legal action. Good luck with that, Hole and Dan Sock. Sorry to hear that, brother. You know what they say, when one door closes, another door opens, bro, so hopefully, it'll be good for you in the long run. So let's get into this. This guy's, his name is Phoenix Ammunitions. Phoenix Ammunition, at Phoenix Ammunition. Okay. He literally started a company selling ammunition. He sells a ton of ammunition. This is a guy that, if you want to know about ammunition, you want to go to this guy, not Ian Carroll, who's been delivering pizzas his entire fucking life. Like, Ian Carroll's the expert, but not this guy who literally his whole livelihood is based around ammunition. He's not an expert. He just showed up out of nowhere. It's weird. Where did this guy come from? He's probably paid by Israel. But no, Ian Carroll and his gun bro YouTubers, those are the fucking experts, guys, not this guy. So we're going to do, again, what Ian Carroll failed to do, which is to actually listen to what this guy has to say. So let's get to it. It's good. You know, this might be a little too slow for you. I get it. It's more fun to just make wild statements and then move on. We're going to actually dive in. This guy's going to explain a lot. So once again, go follow this guy if you're on Twitter, at Phoenix Ammunition.
Thank you for tuning in.
Hello.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Justin Nazaroff. I'm the owner of Phoenix Ammunition. And
I'm going to full screen it so you can see this better, because I do wish he would have done a better presentation, but it actually works when he starts getting into it. You'll understand all the writings and shit.
I'm sort of doing this under duress in the sense that I'm not a podcaster. I'm a manufacturer. But I'm also a thinker and an investigator and a bit of an engineer. And I just feel like I can't sit by any longer and let Candace Owens spin a spiderweb of tales about the Charlie Kirk shooting, specifically as it relates to the ballistics and her assertion that it could not have been done by a 30-06 rifle. So the purpose of this discussion is to review technical information and data that we actually have available, and in addition, review the information that Candace Owens, her supporters, and many other people that have posted so-called replications of the incident. We're here to review the information that they don't have, that they would absolutely need in order to render a definitive statement on what happened. So let me just start by saying this is a discussion and a review for people who can think critically and have a modicum of intelligence.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt very little because I want you guys to really listen. Because if you want to be informed and you want to have an intelligent fucking opinion about shit going on, it's pretty important to understand 30-06s and the different types of 30-06s and how they behave, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to let this guy cook and I'm going to interrupt as little as possible, okay? If you're enjoying the show, you want to see this data get out to more people, which this is the shit that doesn't get out to people. What gets out to people is crazy fucking retards like Candace and Ian. I'm sorry, Ian, you're being a retard. I'm going to call you a retard. So if you want to see this get out to more people, smash the thumbs up. Links are in the description if you want to support. I will not interrupt very much from here on out. Let's enjoy this man's breakdown.
If you're here thinking that this is going to prove or disprove that a 30-06 rifle was used, then you might as well tune out because that's not what you're going to get. What you are going to get is an idea of all the information that Candace Owens can't possibly have, and then you can make your own determination on whether you believe anything else that she says. So let's just start there. Candace Owens is not just asking questions, okay? I've been around a long time. I was in high school when 9/11 happened, so I've seen and read and investigated every conspiracy theory that you could possibly imagine. And like many other conspiracies, Candace is not just trying to bring up things for people to think about. She's making statements definitively in one direction or another. And when she gets disproven on any one of those things, she simply goes back to 40 or 50 other things that she says she's just asking questions about. So I'm not going to talk about any of those other things. I'm not going to talk about the maroon shirts or the trapdoors or Israeli planes or any of that nonsense. We're just going to look at the ballistics in question because that's what I do for a living. So let's just start with some basic facts. We have no idea, beyond the fact that it was a 30-06 cartridge, what actually hit Charlie's neck or at what velocity. So 30-06 is simply a cartridge designation. It can be loaded in a variety of different ways. You can have a light bullet going fast. You can have a heavy bullet going slow. Saying that Charlie Kirk was shot with a 30-06 is like saying that Charlie got run over by a four-door sedan. All right, we don't know if he got run over by a Chevy Volt at 20 miles an hour or if he got hit by a BMW M5 doing 80 miles an hour. The difference between load data in 30-06 is maybe not that great, but you get what I'm saying. So far as I'm aware, there is no coroner's report, autopsy report, ballistics report, anything of that nature that is telling us any of the information we need in order to calculate the basic physics of the round that hit his neck.
I'm going to insert something here. This is just an educated guess. The most common 30-06 round for hunting is a soft point. I'm going to go ahead and take an educated guess that the guy was using a soft point round. Okay? That's my educated guess. We don't know, clearly.
So, as you can see on the page below me, I've written out just some basic information that anybody can look up. This is stuff that you could Google in 20 minutes. Certainly, Candace Owens could have done this. So, for example, a 150 grain projectile. That's the actual bullet, for those of you who aren't as well versed with the terminology. A 150 grain bullet going around 3,000 feet per second produces 3,800 joules of force. A 200 grain bullet going 2,569 feet per second produces about 4,116 joules. Now, the first problem is that's at muzzle velocity. That's the generally accepted way for ammunition and firearms manufacturers to report data. The problem with muzzle velocity is we don't, so far as I'm aware, and this could probably be calculated based on photos of the evidence, but of course, some of you don't really even think that it was the same rifle that was used. The FBI pictures of the rifle, people don't believe that that was the actual rifle in question. So we don't even know what barrel length the projectile was fired from, which is a piece of information that we would need in order to know the exact muzzle velocity in the first place. Secondly, muzzle velocity is not actually what's important here. What's important is velocity at impact. So depending on what report you read and who you believe, it was something like 120 to 130 yards, 360 feet. I've looked up ballistic tables and rounded down to 100 yards for the simplicity of this discussion. As you can see, even at 100 yards, we're losing somewhere around 15% velocity. You can see that the amount of energy delivered on impact is already starting to come down. You might say, well, okay, sure, but a human neck, come on, bro. Whether it was 4,000 joules or 3,100 joules, there's just no way that a human neck could stop a projectile going that velocity. And you might be right. The problem is you don't know anything about the projectile, and neither does Candace Owens. And for that matter, neither do I. So again, 30-06 being one of the most popular hunting cartridges possibly in the entire country, maybe not these days due to the invention of various other calibers that are maybe better suited, but there is a huge range of 30-06 cartridges being manufactured in this country by every brand imaginable. Funny enough, it's actually not a cartridge that we manufacture. We've done some special projects. We've done armor-piercing 30-06, actually. In any case, the point is, if you don't know anything about the projectile, you have absolutely no way to estimate what happens when it hits something. So, a standard Full Metal Jacket projectile, like this one here. This is actually pulled out of a 30-06. This is not designed necessarily to deform or fragment on impact. But that doesn't mean that it won't. I have shot a lot of FMJ ammunition into a lot of different objects.
Okay, so for you guys that say you can't see shit, I get that. I mean, he could have done this presentation better, okay? This is him listing all the grain types, right? The joules associated, the amount of energy delivered, the velocity at 100 yards based on the different grain types. Here's the different types of 30-06. We got the Full Metal Jacket, we got the soft point, and then how a soft point deforms when it hits something. And then we have the hollow point and how that deforms. And now he's going to show you each bullet. He's going to lay it over here, okay?
And I've seen all kinds of things happen, especially with rifle bullets. Rifle bullets are long and thin. And when they hit things, they tend to deform in like the shape of a banana, if you can imagine. And
but what's embarrassing is that you guys are so hooked on one theory that you think it's embarrassing for somebody who has actual knowledge in fucking ammunition to explain how these different types of ammunition work. That's what's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that you guys discredit this guy and attack his fucking company, which we'll get into that, right? Ian's response basically was to pull up his LinkedIn and be like, is your name this? Is your name that? It's like, oh, okay. So you're not going to actually even talk about anything he presented, and you're just going to like try to discredit his name and make it look like he's some bought and paid for dude. Like, come on. If you're interested in truth, this is important data to make an informed decision. And if you have a problem with this data, you are not being fucking honest, and you're not doing an honest investigation. And that's clear to anybody with a fucking brain. So who's embarrassing here? You are. Go back, go watch Candace. Maybe that's more on your level. Go watch Candace. Don't watch this. This might be too fucking complicated for you, okay?
when that happens, bullets start to tumble. They start to flip end over end. They do all sorts of unpredictable things. However, if I'm going to put myself in the shoes of the Charlie Kirk assassin for a moment, why would I be using an FMJ bullet? There's literally no reason. If I was planning in Minecraft to assassinate a public figure, I would go to the hunting department at Cabela's and I would pick up the box of ammo with the deer on the side. That's a famous Dave Chappelle skit, right? Give me the box with the deer on the side. That's the one that I want. Okay, so let's talk about another type of projectile that could have been used. This is what's called a soft point, right? Tip of the projectile is exposed. You can see the lead core. And what happens is when that hits something, it's going to deform into sort of a mushroom shape. We have a third.
Oh, really? It's going to deform into a mushroom shape? Really? I guess that data doesn't matter either, right? No, it just always goes through, even if it deforms into a mushroom shape and is designed to have a less likely chance of going through. No, this is all just retarded, right, guys? Some of you are literally retarded, and I'm trying to help you come back to reality. And my God, I hope you do.
Third type of projectile, a hollow point, where we have a cavity drilled or formed or machined into the center. And when that hits something, it's going to unfold. This is not a 30-06 projectile. This is actually a 9mm, but you can see this is what a hollow point does. With a rifle, they operate basically the same way. You might get a little bit more folding on the petals. It depends on if it's serrated on the side or scored rather. But this is what happens to a 9mm hollow point projectile fired into 20% FBI ballistics gelatin at 1,000 to 1,100 feet per second out of a 9mm handgun. This is how much it's deformed just by hitting ballistics gel. So what do you think a rifle bullet will do when it hits a non-homogeneous object at potentially somewhere between 2,300 and 2,700 feet per second? It's going to deform. It's going to fragment because that's what they're designed to do. These kinds of projectiles are designed to stay in whatever they hit. That doesn't mean that they always will, of course, This is when I'm going to get a bunch of people saying, but bro, I shot a deer once and I blew the lungs out and the bullet came right out the backside.
By the way, you can find tons of testimony from hunters who shot a deer with a 30-06 and it didn't exit. Ton of them, but let's ignore that. Let's ignore that. Let's ignore the veterans coming forward saying, actually, I was shot by a 7.6. This one guy's like, he's got all the data. He was like in a battle, shot by a Full Metal Jacket. I imagine he didn't confirm it was a Full Metal Jacket, but if it's a wartime situation, then most likely, yes, it was a Full Metal Jacket. Shot by a Full Metal Jacket, 7.62 by 5.4, which is basically the same as a fucking 30-06. Not exactly, guys. I know it's not exactly, but it's very, very fucking close. And yeah, there was no exit wound. But no, it's always an exit wound because, if there is the possibility that there's no exit wound, then my whole fucking grift comes crashing down. So I got to keep saying there's no possibility of it and deny all the data, all the fucking information out there that proves me wrong. And it's very obvious when we watch Ian's response why he doesn't present this to his audience.
Yeah, you're right. That happens all the time. I can talk to hundreds of other hunters who have shot all kinds of different animals with hollow point projectiles that stayed in the target. Charlie's neck is not ballistics gelatin. Right? The human body is not ballistics gelatin. Ballistics gel is not really an accurate representation of the human body. What it's designed to be is a scientific, repeatable, reproducible standard by which to compare things. So if I'm a manufacturer and I make a certain type of bullet, I want to compare that to a different manufacturer's bullet. And so we use ballistics gel as a uniform standard. The human body is not a uniform standard. Your skin has a different density than muscle tissue. Your muscle tissue has different density and hardness than tendons and ligaments. And certainly human bone has a different density and hardness than muscle tissue and skin. Different bones in the human body have different densities. The density of any individual person's bones is dependent on a wide variety of things. Bone density can vary by 50 to 60%. Charlie was actually at the age where bone density tends to be at its peak. I'm not saying that Charlie had a steel neck. What I am saying is human bones are very dense, and they certainly will cause bullets to deflect and deform, because we design bullets to deflect and deform when they hit things, at least with hunting cartridges. So
why is it that in military situations, it's essentially not legal to use a soft point or a hollow point? Why? Well, because they don't go through cleanly. Because a soft point will mushroom and cause massive amounts of damage. And it's more humane to use a Full Metal Jacket that will just punch through and just go right through, rather than mushroom and fucking destroy everything inside. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just adding that little detail because a lot of people just don't seem to care about the details here.
Let's look at the anatomy of the human neck for a moment and discuss some other variables that we don't know, that Candace doesn't know, and what some of the people who have come up with these, they call them scientific tests. They're nothing of the sort. Another important factor is what angle, both in pitch and yaw, was the projectile at when it struck him. What I mean by pitch is the angle from the roof to Charlie's neck. Now, that is something that we can estimate with some degree of accuracy. I've seen between 5 degrees and 7 degrees. So that one we can figure out to a degree. The one that I'm not sure about, and because we don't have any photos, is we don't know the yaw angle. What I mean by that is, depending on where on the roof the shooter was laying, depends on whether he hit Charlie's neck directly in the front or at an angle to the side. The reason that that's important is because of the shape of the human vertebrae. This is a sort of a top-down cross-section of a human vertebrae. This is, understand guys, this is not, I'm not here to be a medical doctor, but what I am trying to show you is that there are a ton of variables in play, and if you don't control for most of them, the data that you're going to get as a result is garbage. So let's assume that Charlie was shot directly in the front, and the bullet hit directly in the front of the vertebrae. You can see that would produce a very different effect than if the bullet was hitting at an angle from the side, or even directly 90 degrees across from that. That's going to change how much bone was struck, how much airspace there was between the bone and the tip of the bullet. Anytime the material in front of the bullet changes, the physics behind the bullet are going to change as well. If you fire a bullet into a hard object and suddenly, as it's passing through, the tip of that bullet hits an empty cavity of space, it's going to change the direction in which the bullet deflects or yaws. If it hits something soft and then all of a sudden hits something hard and then all of a sudden hits something soft, all of those things cause the bullet to deviate in different directions. The downward angle is important because, again, that determines what the bullet's passing through and where it's deflecting as it does so. So this is basically a crudely drawn cross-section of a human neck. The shaded areas are the vertebrae, and the white areas are the discs in between. You've got 7 vertebrae in the human neck. We don't have any kind of an autopsy report saying how many of those vertebrae were hit, which one was hit first, which was hit last. We don't have an autopsy report telling us where the bullet actually came to rest, or whether it hit any other bones along the way. Here's what the human body looks like, right? Bullet hits Charlie's neck. It's entirely possible that the bullet was deflected at an angle downward and hit any of the bones below it. Scapula, sternum, any of those things. So unless Candace Owens has autopsy photos and an autopsy report in her possession, which I don't believe she does, there's no way she knows what was actually damaged in his neck. All we know is that the bullet came in. We can figure out mostly where the bullet entered his neck based on the video of him actually being shot. But from there, we have no idea where the bullet traveled. It's entirely possible that the bullet was deflected at an angle downward, struck his scapula, deflected again, struck his sternum, deflected again, and came to rest, somewhere in this area. We have no idea. Again, this is not me trying to prove that it did or didn't happen. What I am here to prove is that Candace doesn't have any of the information needed to make any kind of definitive statement one way or the other. So let's talk about human bone. The reason that all of this matters is human bone has a high degree of variability, both in the density of, for example, your femur, one of the more dense bones in the body. Very different than, say, the hyoid bone in your neck. Right? But human vertebrae are pretty durable. Our spine is meant to carry a lot of load. It's meant to survive a fair amount of trauma. So we can say that it's at least average. Let's say that human vertebrae is right in the middle. And let's say that Charlie was average, even though he was a pretty healthy guy. He's 6'5", so his bones are, I'm 5'9". So Charlie's vertebrae are probably larger than mine to a certain percentage. The reason all this matters is because human bones are sort of like a tree. Right? If you're trying to chop a log into pieces, you don't hit it from the round side, right? You hit it from the top because the wood fibers are aligned in that direction, and it's very easy to split by hitting it in parallel to the direction of the fibers. Human bones are very similar. So a bullet, if you can imagine a bullet hitting a human bone directly, like if I put a femur bone on this table and I shot it lengthwise, hot dog style, for all you boomers, that's going to be the least amount of resistance. That is where a bone would be easiest to break. Again, like trying to split a round log by hitting it on the top. But if it strikes perpendicular to the collagen fibers, to the grain, if you will, the amount of force required to break it is much higher, up to 10,000 joules. Now, refer back to the data up top. We have a range from 3,100 joules at 100 yards to, say, 3,400 joules. I'm not saying that a human bone could take 3 bullets from a 30-06. If you think that, you're fucking retarded. And again, you should have left this discussion a long time ago because this is not for you. This is for critical thinkers. The point is, human bone is actually quite dense and quite hard. And it absolutely will cause bullets to deflect and deform. And once a bullet deflects and once it deforms, you have absolutely no way to know what will happen. There's a guy that I shoot with competitively that's got a fragment of a 9mm bullet embedded in his thigh because it hit a steel plate at a funny angle, an angle that nobody thought could result in any kind of splashback, but it hit him anyway. I fired bullets into ballistics gel and watched the first one go right through the middle, and the next one started off in the middle and came out the bottom of the gel or out the side because the bullet deformed slightly differently than the one before. So anybody who says that it's impossible for a 30-06 to be the rifle or the cartridge in question just doesn't know what they're talking about. So I'm sure some of you are going to be saying, well, what about the test that this guy did? What about the test that this Navy SEAL guy did? When I hear things like that, it drives me crazy because I realize how many people have no concept of the scientific method. Firing one bullet into an animal spine that I got from the butcher and set on a wood table outdoors is not at all an accurate representation of what happened in the Charlie Kirk shooting. It just isn't. First of all, the guy looks like he's standing about 20, 30 feet away from the target. Not at 100 yards. What happens then? Can we at least control for that variable? Can we get somebody out there to set up at 100 yards and shoot a ballistics gel block with a human spine embedded in the middle? Has anybody done that? Has anybody done it at the exact angle of the shot that hit Charlie Kirk? With the exact bullet that hit Charlie Kirk?
The reality of recreating something like that is very difficult. It's very fucking difficult because there's so many variables. He points it out. There's so many variables you have to account for that you probably can't account for. So, you know, there's a reason like that kind of evidence would be tossed out of court. If you try to present that video and be like, look, here's a guy shooting a 30-aught. Okay, was he using the exact rifle with the exact defects that Tyler Robinson used? Was he using the exact fucking load? I mean, if there's any variable that's off, it's a fucking meaningless experiment. Okay? But yeah, you're all science bros. Let's listen to it a little more, but I think we got the gist of this.
Traveling at the exact velocity that it hit Charlie Kirk? No.
Oops.
So it's all bullshit. It's all just one test that proves absolutely nothing. Go do that test 100 times. Then come back to me with some results, and then maybe we can have an intelligent discussion. But until then, this is just people making YouTube videos to get clicks. And that's fine. We can ask questions. We can look at the data. But it seems obvious now that Candace doesn't have any real interest in answering any of these questions. In fact, I think she wants these questions to be unanswered as long as possible because her grift basically relies on vagueness and the ignorance of your average person who has not fired bullets into a lot of different objects and hasn't shot 100 deer in their life. So I'm not even sure where she plans to go next.
Yeah, they're not going to let go of the 30-06 thing. They refuse to acknowledge anybody that's had an experience shooting a deer with the 30-06 and it not exiting. A lot of experiences with that. A lot of people have reported that. They're all fake, right? That's all fake. So let's get to, we got a little more. So yeah, this is the way Ian's responding. Or here's some more from Phoenix Ammunition. We likely shot a few, and he's making the same arguments I made. I'm not an ammunitions expert, but it doesn't take a genius to think rationally about this shit. We likely shot a few million human beings with a 30-06 in World War II. You're telling me every single one of these people had an exit wound? And the bullets had identical or entirely predictable trajectories? Get the fuck out of here. Podcast scientists have no understanding of sample size. Here's Ian. No, actually, no one's saying that. No one's saying that. This is a straw man argument. What percentage of your 30-06 rounds fired at a human neck would have no exit wound? Would it be 1%, 0.1%, 0.01%? It's very convenient that 1% is the number he uses. It's much higher than 1%. Because shooter fired one shot, are you arguing it was just a massive coincidence? Oh. No one's saying it's never happened to all of human history. No, that was your argument. That was absolutely your argument that it's impossible. Because if it's not impossible, then that kind of wrecks your entire fucking argument, doesn't it? It's got to be impossible for it to actually be unbelievable in proof of fucking conspiracy. But since it's apparently so possible, why don't you go run a few tests on video? Yeah, go make a video. Go do like all these gun bro tubers and go shoot your gun off at something. That's the evidence. Even though you're not accounting for every variable and it's meaningless, completely fucking meaningless. Maybe you should do some research into how these types of experiments need to be done to actually be meaningful. You have to account for as many variables as you can, and you're accounting for a gun and a bullet, and that's it. I have the same gun and the same bullet, same gun model, same bullet type, we think, because we don't really know. And that's my experience. That's bullshit. That's not fucking science, dude. That's YouTuber bro science, bro. So he basically catches him here, which we all knew this was bullshit. Here's Ian. Here's Ian saying, and you're not very bright if you still don't realize that it's physically impossible that the shot was a 30-06 on the Lucy roof. We all have our crosses to bear. And then here he is. No one's saying it's impossible. So, you know, they're fucking up when they're having to like move the ball, right? No, now it's not impossible. Now we're saying it's unlikely. Actually, so they're just going to move the ball. They're just going to keep going. They're going to ignore that they just got destroyed here. And they're just going to be like, oh, well, you're retarded. You're retarded for believing this. That's their comeback. Oh, you're retarded if you believe this. No one's saying it's impossible. Okay, but you just said it's physically impossible right here, Ian. So which is it? No, you're moving the ball. Now, oh no, it's 1%. Okay. So you're telling me it's 1%. Okay, let's say it was, which it's not. Okay? It's not 1%. It's much more than 1%, especially if it's a soft point. And I don't think he used a hollow point. I think he used a soft point. But if it's a hollow point, the percentage is even higher, okay? But let's say it was 1%. So you're telling me it's possible then. Okay? So it's like saying, you have 100D die, and what's the chance of rolling 100? 1%. Yeah, well, sometimes you might actually roll 100. You might roll 100 on that 100D die. So you're saying, okay. Your whole fucking argument is just dog shit, bro. It's complete fucking dog shit. We got some more of them going back and forth. Here's Ian Carroll, of course, not responding to anything that he points out, never mentioning that soft points exist. Just all 30-06s are the same. Notice how a random ammunition store is suddenly the arbiter of truth in journalism. Notice how a random fucking Uber Eats driver that appeared out of nowhere is all of a sudden calling himself a journalist and claiming to have all the answers, even though he doesn't really dive into all the data. But okay, yeah, random fucking ammunition store. Okay. All right, guys. Hey, Phoenix, post videos of your esteemed bullets being stopped by something comparable to a neck. Because right now, by the way, it's not just a neck. It's also a fucking human vertebrae.
At Freeman 3 super chatted $10. We need Paul Harrell for this one. Meat, soda bottles, and oranges tests are needed.
Yeah, we just line up 100 Coke bottles, guys. That's what we need to do. That's the test. And so here, Spocko, let me get to yours because that played well. I didn't want to interrupt it earlier. Thank you, Spocko. And thank you, Freeman.
At Spocko 2181 super chatted $4.99. You can lead them to reality, but you can't make them think.
Look, I've been around long enough. I kind of know how this is going to play out. Eventually, everybody's going to turn on these guys. The mob is like, they're very fickle, man. And who knows when it's going to happen. But once the mob notices the mob is going in a different direction, they're going to turn on these guys. And then we also have a trial coming out. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll end up being right about everything. Who knows? All I know is if they're really interested in getting at the truth, and they feel there's really a conspiracy here, which there could be, you're not doing a service to that. You're doing a disservice to that by just being fucking retarded and going hogwash, fucking all balls to the wall on any fucking theory you can throw out there that's going to get you views. So yeah, so basically don't address the data, don't address the argument he's made, and don't go, hey, thank you, I still disagree, but hey, at least you're adding some information here that's useful for people to make an informed decision. No, it's basically just like, well, who are you? I don't trust you. Who's paying you? Who's paying you, dude? Oh yeah, and then here's all the people like they're fucking going and downvoting this guy's thing. So this guy's business, rather than again be like, I disagree, but okay, that's good that you shared that knowledge so I can be more informed about the different types of 30-06 and how they behave and your experience on the matter. And you seem to be experienced because this is what you do for a living. No, let's go downvote his business. Let's go downvote his business and give him bad reviews. That's smart, right? That's the way a fucking honest actor behaves, right? This is more from Phoenix Ammunition. He's responding to Ian Carroll. Ian Carroll says, no, I knew that about you. Watched you on Timcast and all. What I meant, I figured obviously, was that you popped into the journalism space out of nowhere. It's funny that Ian's saying that. A dude who popped into the journalism space out of nowhere and all of a sudden the algorithms are just like, Ian Carroll everywhere in everybody's face. That's not odd though, right? But it's odd that this guy popped up out of nowhere. Okay. And he didn't pop up out of nowhere. This guy's been around for a long time. Right when we needed some experts to shill the Fed narrative. Yeah, okay, so he's just a shill. He's just being paid, right? Ian's not being paid, but everybody that disagrees with Ian, they're all being paid. Right when we need some experts to shill the Fed narrative that Charlie was the man of steel and his neck stopped a bullet that can go through a moose. All very interesting. This fucking idiot, this is Phoenix Ammunitions, and he doesn't hold back. He doesn't hold back. This fucking idiot actually seriously believes I'm being paid by Israel, or is it Egypt, or the French Foreign Legion maybe, to help cover what happened to Charlie Kirk. The entire world is involved in this conspiracy, apparently, including me, a self-described extremist American patriot who's literally never been outside of the country aside from Canada. Oh, you been to Canada, bro? I don't know if I trust you anymore, dude. I don't even have a valid passport, dipshit. Yeah, sure, buddy. Makes total sense. The guy who constantly rips on foreign countries, refused to sell ammo to his own government, lives in the same city he was born in, and owns a business in an industry where any transaction with a foreign nation would immediately trigger red flags. Is everyone starting to see how deluded these people are? They are addicts, chasing the dragon for the next high because they have nothing of actual value to offer the world. It's all very interesting. You laugh it out. Just say it, you pussy bitch. Who do you believe is paying me off? Who am I shilling for? Be a man and say it. Put your money where your Portland shit-lived mouth is so I can finish ending your fucking career. Better yet, come say it in person. There used to be a time when accusing a man of treason without evidence risked you getting punched in your stupid mouth. You fucked with precisely the wrong guy, and in some ways, I'm glad you did because it's exposing your grift once and for all. Okay, so let's listen to Ian Carroll's response, where obviously he's going to actually listen to what the guy had to say and actually have a comeback, right? Right? Let's see. Let's listen.
Now let's talk about Phoenix Ammunition, our favorite ammunition expert. Phoenix Ammunition has been tweeting like it's his full-time job ever since he joined the fray the other day. Very convenient timing. Where are you at, Phoenix?
Very odd,
so,
huh?
Phoenix Ammunition.
Very odd. I fucking hate how they do this shit. Like, this thing's here, and then you go full screen, and it forces it on here. YouTube, come on, man. Not every change. You don't have to change everything all the time. YouTube
joined the fray a number of days ago, a couple days ago. Calling Candace a dumbass, calling me a dumbass, calling...
Well, you kind of are, Ian, unfortunately.
Valhalla VFT a dumbass, calling everyone a dumbass. Because he's an expert, because he makes bullets.
I mean, if the shoe fits, bro.
Lots of bullets. And he was working on a chalkboard talk as we speak to discuss the myriad of variables involved. Yeah, we know. There's lots of variables involved. Yes. Ballistics is very complicated. I responded, you saw where Green Beret Valhalla VFT shot clean through 3/8-inch steel, shot through cow femurs wrapped thickly in meat, or where Dr. Chris Martinson did 38 tests on pork shoulders, all 38 exited. They even went through the pork shoulder, the bone, a particle board, and then one wall of a cinder block, which I showed in my last video about this. So I hope you've got some really fancy numbers on your blackboard to explain how Charlie's neck contained multiple thousand foot-pounds of force. Let's find his blackboard talk. His blackboard talk.
Will he ever acknowledge the fact that, yes, there are tons of instances of a 30-06 hitting somebody, an animal, a person, and not actually exiting? So you're just going to continue to ignore that. Okay, there's a reason why it's no longer impossible. Now it's 1%, which, by the way, I've done some research. I incorporate it, and you can take it for what you want. I think the numbers are obviously a guesstimate based off what AI can scrape on the internet. Okay, what data it can scrape from fucking all over the world of all the information AI has access to. And I got AI to estimate the likelihood of an exit wound based on each type of round. Okay, and we'll go through that in a second. And yeah, I don't think the numbers you can say this is exact, but I would say it's in the ballpark, and it's not 1%
Was a 40-minute video of his notebook pages.
Okay, are you going to now play his shit that you're making, his notebook pages, and so your viewers can understand the different types of rounds and how a soft point acts and how a hollow point acts? Are you going to play this, Ian, or are you just going to laugh at it and move on?
Just with math.
Oh yeah, math, so stupid.
Yeah, math is important. Math is complicated. Bullets are complicated. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So it shouldn't be a problem, since it's so possible and so likely for bullets to be stopped by human necks, literally one of the largest rounds that you make, I assume, to be stopped by human necks, that you could very easily go out and shoot some tests, and within maybe 20 rounds, you would get at least one that was stopped by something comparable at all to a human neck.
So, and then when he responded, he was like, well, the problem is you have to actually shoot a fucking human in the neck to get an exact 1-to-1. Right? So we're not going to go and shoot a bunch of fucking humans, because ballistic gel is not a 1-to-1. It's great. It's great to see the action of the round as it goes through, how it fucking behaves. It's great for tracking that, but it's not a 1-to-1 to the human body. But what do we have? Data.
At a life super chatted $2 discount.
Discount Dr. Respect. I wouldn't even give him that, dude. That's shade on Dr. Disrespect. I wouldn't put these two in the same fucking category. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. but there is data. This is my point, right? Like, we're not going to shoot 100 people in the neck. But guess what? We've had wars. We have fucking surgeons who have dealt with wartime fucking gunshot wounds. We have all kinds of data there that you refuse to dive into. You refuse to acknowledge. And then you also refuse to acknowledge that, like, if you're going to do an experiment, you have to calculate every variable at play. Otherwise, that experiment is fucking useless.
Because so far, we've had experts testing 30-06 rounds on all sorts of shit way stronger than human necks, and it's blown through all of them. So he quote tweeted me, in other words...
Okay, you're not even going to present the guy's argument? That's weird, Ian, that you wouldn't even present the guy. If it's so stupid and so fucking terrible and laughable, you just skip over it? Why wouldn't you want your viewers to see at least the basic information of the different types of rounds and the way they deform, and his experience and a lot of people's experience? Like, you can shoot literally water and it will deform the round, right? So now instead of having a fucking pristine round, you have a fucking banana-shaped fucking weird-shaped thing that's just gonna fucking act real funny. Oh, no, let's ignore all of that. Let's not present that to our audience, because you know what? They might actually go, oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're right. There is more to this than just, oh, big round go boom. Big round go boom. No way that would happen. Big round go boom. Somebody fucking put me out of my misery, dude. This is insane. Yeah, so Ping buys the Fed narrative. Dude, do you guys just copy paste? Is that all you guys got? This is why everybody thinks you're bots. You just copy paste the same bullshit over and over. Oh, Ping is retarded. He believes it. No, bro, I'm giving you information to make a more informed opinion. I know that's difficult because information is difficult for you. You'd rather have crazy woman just go, there's no way, this is weird. Oh. So go watch Candace. You'll get that, okay?
They replicated exactly none of what happened that day, which was the entire premise of my presentation. Thank you for proving my point. Thanks, buddy. We got this from here. You can go back to driving taxis again. Because they always got to throw ad hominem as though...
And you're not doing the same fucking thing? You literally had an opportunity to destroy everything he said. You could have gone over, but no, it would have been tough, right? It would have been tough to go, oh, actually soft points exist. And soft point, like if somebody wants to buy like a round for self-defense, are they going to buy a full metal jacket or a soft point? No, they're going to buy a soft point for self-defense. Why? Why would they buy a soft point? Because, you don't want to shoot the fucking intruder and have the bullet go through him and through a wall and hit your daughter in a different room, or go through your fucking house into your neighbor's house and hit their kid. So you would buy a soft point in a self-defense situation because it's got a less chance of that. But no, okay, we're going to ignore all of that. We're just going to skip over the argument. It's weird. It's weird to me, Ian. It's weird to me that the way you're behaving here. I don't know, guys. Don't you find this weird?
They have just discredited the factual arguments.
It's no factual argument, bro. You're not making a factual argument. You're doing oh, bro, there's no way, bro. Oh, there's no way, bro. That's your argument.
Have fun with it. The whole point of the tests is that no one's going to shoot another human in the living neck. Duh, dude. So we obviously can't run the test, which is obviously a part of the reason why you all are running this propaganda piece.
It's a propaganda piece now. You're not propaganda. He's propaganda. Okay.
And I'm not saying you're being paid to do it. I'm saying that it's propaganda one way or the other. And so what all of these experts have fallen back on in lieu of shooting a human in the neck is shooting at things way stronger than a human neck. Shooting at giant pork roasts that have way more dense, way more muscle, way more bone, way stronger bone.
It's so funny. Like, oh, Ping must be taking the 7K. Oh, Ping's so retarded. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I'm coming out here telling you what to me is, important information, trying to give more context to information that you need to make an informed decision. That is very unpopular to do right now. It's very unpopular to do. It gets you attacked. It gets you fucking, I got banned from a live stream. That was weird. I don't know if it was people reporting me or what, but it was really fucking weird. But yeah, I'm the one that's bought and paid for here, guys. It would be so easy to just grift like these guys are and just feed into the fucking mob, into the crowd. But that's not what I'm here to do. That's not why I did a show, just to grift to fucking retards for money. Okay? So if you think this is somehow beneficial to me to go against the retard mob, which is completely outnumbering the rational thinkers on the internet these days, then again, I mean, it's just more confirmation that you're retarded.
Shooting at literal steel, shooting at cow femurs, shooting at just about everything. Because obviously, if you think it through, if the bullet just keeps on going through things that are stronger than Charlie's neck, then shooting at something weaker probably going to yield some similar results. Maybe.
Yeah, great logic. Okay. So, but what about all the times that it didn't exit? What about all the data? What about all the hunters who are coming out like fucking mad now? Or you can go to hunting forums, you could find them saying it 10, 20 fucking years ago. What about them? What about them? Do you ever bring them up? Do you ever go, just to play devil's advocate, let's present the other side of the argument. Do you ever do that? No, you don't, Ian. That's weird how you don't do that.
Maybe even worse, right? And the best you could possibly do, short of shooting a living human on camera, is shooting a ballistic dummy. And we've got that too.
Yeah, and it's meaningless. It's fucking meaningless, Ian. You retard. It's fucking meaningless, dude. How do you not understand that?
So, Mr. Phoenix Ammunition Man, we're all waiting for you to take some of your highly esteemed ammunition out to the range and film some tests for us. Make some video evidence of just how likely it is.
Yeah. Go do shitty experiments like the shitty gun tubers who are just looking to get views. Go do shitty experiments like them. And I won't believe you until you do another shitty experiment like my team does. I refuse to believe you, ammunitions expert. I believe the gun tubers on YouTube who are grifting for views. Those are the experts.
Maybe take 100 rounds of 30-06, 100 pork roasts, 100 whatever you want. You could get a whole leg of cow. You could put a whole moose carcass out there. Take 100 shots at it. Film it all. Put it online. Tell us how many of those 100 shots go through and through whatever carcass you choose to shoot at. Hell, take steel plate.
Okay, so let's get 100 fucking moose. All right, let's do it. Let's see if somebody can pull this experiment off. I agree with Ian here. Somebody should do this experiment. Let's get 100 moose. Okay, I guess we'll have to kill 100 moose or murder 100 live moose for this experiment. I mean, fuck the moose population, right? Let's just do that. Let's do that.
Just take a giant...
Or we could rely on data that's been around forever. Data on wars. We can rely on hunters themselves. Not the hunters. I mean, the hunters that say, hey, I've shot plenty of deer and it's always had an exit wound. Okay, I believe you. But am I going to not believe the ones who say, actually, I've had quite a few times where it did weird shit and I found the bullet right underneath the skin. It did an exit. But we're not going to believe them. We're only going to believe one side. And we're not going to have all the data to make an informed decision. That's where it's shady as fuck, bro.
3/8-inch steel plate out there and see how many times your esteemed 30-06 rounds penetrate the steel plate. That'll be some information. It won't be a living human neck, obviously, but no one's going to do that. Duh. So, I clarified for Mr. Ammunition Man that this is called journalism, where we investigate.
This is not journalism, fucking retard. You're not doing journalism. So, and then what does he do? He pulls up his LinkedIn account. So he refuses to actually engage in the actual information, the actual crux of the guy's argument, the actual important information he's putting out there. He skips over that, goes back to his, I need more gun tuber vids, bro. And then he gets into his LinkedIn and is like, what are you trying to convince your followers to keep fucking downvoting and leaving bad reviews and fucking with this guy's livelihood? Yeah, that's great, Ian. So this is an entirely fucking shady response, dude. It's so fucking shady that he just conveniently ignores the actual crux of the argument. Okay? I don't know, Ian. I'm starting to think you're a fucking fed, bro. And I'm just going to let Nick cookie for a little bit because Nick knows what he's talking about.
Look me in the eye, both eyes. Ian, when you call me a fed, look me in the eye. No, both eyes. Look at me with both eyes. He's got one eye on me. He's got one eye on the fractals. One eye on me, one eye on the clockwork elves. I don't know. He's right, though. When we come out on the other side of it, I will gladly tip him $5 when he delivers my Domino pizza. 30 minutes or less, Ian. 30 minutes or less. Where's my pan-style extra large cheese pizza? He's right. I'm sure we'll meet again. Honestly, he should have just stuck to that. It suits his personality. This is not for you. Politics is for smart people. You want to go and be a pizza delivery guy. You know, that I think you're much better suited. Ian Carroll would be much happier as a chill pizza delivery guy, driving around a compact with the Domino's logo on top of the car. Hey, dude. Yeah, it's $25.50. Thanks for the tip, bro. Like doesn't Ian Carroll fit so much better in that vignette than doing this? But that's the problem. We deputize people.
Yeah, I liked Ian at first. It's like, oh, okay, great, a conspiracy guy. It's fun. That's fun. Bro, you have no credibility left. You're clearly just going for the views, or I don't know. I mean, you're accusing everybody of being paid off. Maybe they're paying you off to get the heat off of the left and onto all these weird other fucking rabbit holes. I mean, if it's okay, you fucking question anybody that questions you as being paid off. Maybe you're fucking paid off, Ian. But I did have respect for you, and it's going away really quick, bro. Come back, Ian. Come back to reality, bro. We need real investigations.
Super chatted $10. Who TF eats plain cheese pizza?
Vegetarians and shit, bro. Weird people. I'm a meat lovers guy myself. Give me a ton of fucking meat, dude. I mean, I don't know what's worse, plain cheese pizza or like putting pineapple on your pizza. Ian's definitely the type that eats his pizza with pineapple on it. He's definitely that type.
To delivery drivers and every other fucking numbskull with a Twitter account. Now they all think they're fighting the Illuminati or something. It doesn't work. Low IQ anti-Semitism, 1. Elite human capital is retreating to the cathedral. We need the elite human capital.
I just had to play that because it's fun. Here's another one that's pretty fun. After you hitched your boat to Candace and she began sinking. Yeah, this might be the future for Ian. You know, if he continues being the most retarded fucking conspiracy investigator, like, bro, it's a fucking laughing stock, Ian. It's a fucking laughing stock, bro. So again, we have more Candace Owens, Erika Kirk drama, where it's very clear Candace Owens is not going to stop. She was asked very clearly to stop by Erika Kirk, which she claimed, if Erika Kirk asks me to stop, I'll stop. The only 3 people that can make me stop is my husband, Erika Kirk, and was there somebody else or was it 2? I forget. Well, Erika Kirk came out and said, stop. Please stop. And what's her response? Let's hear it. Let's see. Let's see what this very not crazy, not evil woman has to say.
Candace Owens, okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off.
She didn't like that, did she?
Of these lies.
Every fucking video for 3 months has been about this. So let's not pretend, Candace. It's not like you did one episode and it's just part of the things you talk about. Your entire fucking show has been about this for 3 months. 3 fucking months, and it's blown up. And it wasn't doing anywhere near as good until you started shilling this bullshit that the left loves, because again, gets the heat off of them and puts it on to other things. It's not the left. Oh, you believe a leftist fucking furry did this? Oh, you fucking retard. Like, ooh. All right, I gotta calm down.
What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now?
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
Yeah, you know she's talking to you, Candace. So let's see. Are you a liar, Candace? Are you going to respect this grieving widow who cares way more about that court case and actual justice being done than your stupid fucking conspiracies? Are you going to stop? No, you're not, are you?
So this is just to me. I'm going to also let you know they pre-recorded this. Obviously, I told you this yesterday from about 11 o'clock to 4 p.m. I have sources just everywhere. CBS News, the people that were in the audience I showed you were emailing me, and they had to do multiple takes.
Here's another point. Her whole thing is she gets tips from her audience. Do you understand how fucking unreliable tips from your audience are? It's like back in the day, Unsolved Mysteries, right? Like they would release a mystery and they would be like, here's a line to call if you have any information regarding this. They would, I mean, the police too, when police put an open line like, hey, any tips from the public, call in, you get so much dog shit. You have to go through 99% of dog shit to maybe find the one person who actually has some meaningful evidence, who's not a fucking crazy person or some crazy woman that's like, oh, I think I saw somebody that looked like that the other day and blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, if that's her method of fucking what's guiding her investigation, no wonder it's so fucking retarded.
It's because Barry wanted to read a prompter. These questions were pre-submitted, okay? And I would like to respond to this loaded question. What would you like to say? The podcaster Candace Owens, and I'm not even going to address this repeat talking point about people making money, except for the people that have actually made off of all of the money, millions upon millions of dollars. But this is the new thing. It's like if you keep doing what you were already doing in podcasting or keep doing what you were already doing and doing ballistics on YouTube, if you catch a bunch of views, they want to convince you that like
she's doing ballistics on YouTube? She did ballistics on YouTube? I'm sorry, I missed that.
like you wake up and you
The ballistics is, oh, no way, bro. No way that would happen, bro. That's not ballistics, Candace. Sorry.
turn into a millionaire, building her business. What are you talking about? I already had this business. I was already at the top of the charts. Okay, I said I wasn't going to talk about it. I actually did because it's so ridiculous. Okay.
I don't know. I saw a fucking graph that showed her views before this. It's nowhere near the same fucking thing. She went, because of this grift, she became the biggest show on YouTube. Some people said like Kill Tony does the same live stream concurrent. Like I kind of don't pay attention to Kill Tony, but Kill Tony's doing 150,000 concurrent. Fucking Kill Tony's just out of the world, destroying it right now. But yeah, it was nowhere near the same, Candace. Nowhere near the same.
But she says, I'm lying. And Erika responds, and her answer to what do you want to say to the podcaster Candace Owens who is lying is stop. So Erika would like me to stop.
Yeah, Buddha says, by the way, Picture, they'll be live streaming the court case. Yeah, I got footage from the court. I mean, we're getting footage now. Oh my God. Did we forget there's a court case? We got footage today. And I'm guaranteeing you we're going to get a lot of footage because that's the norm for the state of Utah when they have a court case. It's there. Everybody can watch it. There might be some caveats, like the judge has said, we don't want you to film Tyler Robinson coming in his like prison getup in shackles because that might, that might get to the jury and then the jury might see him as a criminal. So there's little details to keep the trial fair. But boy, we're going to get everything, I'm pretty sure. And it's going to, I'm here for it. We'll be covering every second of it. This ain't going away.
Lying. And I would like to honor that. Okay. I can only honor that.
Fantastic Maggie, this is what you guys do. Fantastic Maggie says, I haven't heard Ping talk once about the search history from weeks because it's dog shit. Okay? That's dog shit. It proves nothing. Oh my God, there was somebody searched this name a day before. Who would... Dude, the name, by the way, Tyler Robinson, other people are named Tyler Robinson. People search themselves all the time. And Google, that's not fucking... The real-time data on that is really weird. It's the longer fucking term lookout that's like actually accurate. And I can't explain it, but I know that it's means fucking nothing. But you guys grasp onto these weird little fucking straws. Oh my God, two people searched Tyler Robinson and this and that and this and that. And then the next day it was gone. So that means Google's hiding it. No, it just means they updated the fucking data. And oh my God, two people searched Tyler Robinson. How many people are named fucking Tyler Robinson that might be searching for it? Or an aunt trying to search her son who's fucking in high school. Like, again, you guys don't understand when something doesn't prove anything. Okay, is it interesting? Okay, yeah, it's interesting. Does it prove something? No, it fucking proves nothing.
If Erika is more explicit in terms of what I have lied about.
But let's listen to this again, because
stop. So
she's changing the game here, right? So Erika clearly says stop, and then she makes it seem like, oh, Erika, what she said was to stop lying. That's what she said. So now Erika needs to say what I'm lying about. So she's changing the whole fucking thing here. This is what they always do. First you say, hey, if you tell me to stop, I'll stop. Then they say, hey, well, can you stop? And then it's like, well, I'll stop when you tell me what I'm lying about because you said to stop lying. It's like, no, she's just said stop. She's clearly saying that because she knows you're going to fucking keep going and you're going to be proven to be a fucking disingenuous lying piece of shit like we all know you are. And you're going to keep going and you're going to go against your word because you're not going to end this grift. You're not going to stop covering the thing that's giving you all the attention in the world.
podcaster Candace Owens, who is lying, is stop. So Erika would like me to stop lying. And I would like to honor that. Okay. I can only honor that if Erika is more explicit in terms of what I have lied about. What did I lie about? It's just incredible. Like there have this opportunity.
Well, when you start talking about maroon t-shirts, which by the way, those look a little maroon back there. Are those maroon encyclopedias? Guys, I don't know. I'm a little colorblind, but that looks like it could be maroon. Is that maroon back there, guys? Candace, you're not part of an elite fucking hit squad, are you? You're not a military assassin with your military colors in the background there, Candace, are you? Like, see, this is the game. She can say some stupid shit like, oh, there's a lot of maroon t-shirts, and look it up on Google. Maroon is a military color. And it's like, well, what did I lie about? Candace. Everybody's going to see through this eventually, okay? You have a bunch of retards falling for this, eating popcorn, loving the gossip and the drama, but eventually everybody's going to see through this, and you're going to be a fucking laughingstock. I got to get it, Olive. I got to
chatted $2. Where is your maroon t-shirt?
All right, I'll get one soon. You know, I just don't want people to think I'm an elite military hitman if I wear maroon. I'm not emotionally invested. I'm being fucking what I always do, which is I'm being fucking passionate about what I'm talking about. Regal. And it annoys me, the complete retardation around this shit. And it's not good. It's not good. I want to see citizen journalists, you know, do good jobs and actually investigate things. This is not that. And it's going to make independent journalists look like fucking retards, and they're going to have no credibility once this is done, because this is fucking retarded. And if you can't see it, God bless you. You will at some point.
The questions have been before. You could just start like going through them. Maybe they will. By the way, it's coming on Saturday. Maybe I've made a mistake somewhere, and I'm happy. I want to correct that, right? I'm not interested. My goal is not to tell lies. It is
guys, the Google Analytics shit. I can literally go a deep dive into it, like I've already done, and I can explain why it's not fucking reliable, and you guys won't fucking care. You won't care. You'll move on to some. You'll be like, oh, but what about this? Oh, but what about this? I'm telling you, that shit proves and means nothing. It means fucking nothing, okay? And you watch some video of some dude who blew it up like, oh, this is the fucking, oh, this means so much, and oh, this proves this, and this. It fucking doesn't. It doesn't. And when you're talking about like that sort of data, I don't know, go, you know, if you really want to care, go do your own research on it. And if you do a little bit of research, you'll realize why it's not really reliable, okay?
obviously plausible that I have.
And if you can't do the basic amount of research about it and how that shit works, how they track those trends, then what the fuck are you doing here? I'm not going to do all your research for you, okay? I don't have time. I don't have time to debunk every stupid fucking conspiracy, okay? The one that's always the fallback one is the 30-06. So that's the one I'm going to focus on, okay? I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole, but what about this? But what about this? Because I'll be here all for 20 fucking years answering your stupid fucking questions.
Made mistakes. I've reviewed these lists that we've put together, and I can't find the lie, okay? The lies that I find are coming out of Turning Point USA.
They didn't erase the analytics. They updated it when they have more data, because real time is not very, very hard real time. The data, it's not very accurate real time.
Okay, and here are some of those lies.
But yeah, they erased it. That's what they did, guys. That's what they did.
Mikey had blood all over him. Okay, Mikey has offered
again. Okay, let's say that's true. What does that prove? How is that going to fucking prove anything? Oh, somebody did a search for the name Tyler Robinson. Oh, somebody searched for UVU. Oh, somebody searched. I mean, people actually search for the campus. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's almost like right now there might be people actually searching my name right now because there's other people with my exact fucking name. Oh. It's just lazy thinking, guys. It's lazy fucking thinking. And I'm done responding to the retards in here. Let's move on.
That his dad was confused. I'll accept that. Well, I didn't lie about that. Rob McCoy lied. His father also said he called his father first. Maybe Rob.
Is she stopping? No. Okay. She's not stopping. Oh, there's a bunch of things they said that didn't line up. So what does that prove? Okay. So yeah, you're not stopping. You're a fucking liar. And you're just basically attacking a widow and now making everybody think that widow murdered her husband. And yeah, there's nothing morally wrong with that, right? Nothing morally wrong with that, right? Here's another one. This is Candace being confronted directly. Somebody sent her a super chat. And this one's pretty spicy. Let's watch this.
Butterfly writes, Candace, you mentioned several times that if Erika asked you to stop, you would. in fact stop? Will you honor her request? Please stand by your word and honor what Charlie left behind. Prayers to you. I was very clear here. Erika asked me to stop lying.
No, she asked you to stop. Come on. See, look, this is so fucking manipulative. Oh, no, she asked me to stop lying. No, she said fucking stop. Lying was just part of what the fucking asking the questions added that in there. But it's very clear. She said stop. Just stop. Okay? But now it flips to, oh, okay. So this is it. You're going to see now the war between Erika Kirk and Candace. It's Candace is going to go all in now. We always knew this was going to be the fucking part of the theory. It was always kind of hinted at, never really directly said, but now it's going to be clear. This is the next thing. Oh, Erika Kirk. Who had the most to gain? Oh, obviously Erika Kirk. Did you notice Erika Kirk? Isn't she acting real shady? When she talks, it's not really believable. It's almost like she's reading from a script. She definitely killed her husband. I mean, no one talks like that in public unless they killed their husband. Yeah, it's very, very high level thinking, guys.
And I will immediately abide by that request. You know, Candace is lying. What do you want to say? Please stop. Please stop lying.
She didn't say that. She
I
just
understand.
said stop.
I comprehend. What I don't comprehend is what I've lied about.
You're being a fucking mischievous little bitch. Okay? I'd like to say the C word here because it just seems appropriate, you know? The see you next Tuesday, that seems the appropriate thing here. But I'll refrain from that and just call you a bitch. A lying little bitch who is clearly fucking playing a game of like, oh, she didn't ask me to stop. She asked me to stop lying. And what did I lie about? Tell me what I lied about.
Have I made errors along the way? Yes. But as soon as she tells me what it is I've lied about, I will cease lying immediately. I am on this journey.
Well, on the 15th, I'm sure that's what they're going to do. Because remember, the 15th is when TPUSA is going to address all of her claims. So I'm sure on the 15th, they're going to have some, it's going to be interesting. I hope they really nail her. Like Nick said, if TPUSA doesn't fucking nail her, then he's going to fucking take it on himself to destroy Candace Owens and all of her bullshit. So it's just a matter of time, dude. Like this type of shit, like people will lean into it. She's leaning into it for the views, but long term, people are gonna realize what she's doing. Everybody. Well, maybe not everybody. There'll still be some idiots out there, unfortunately. But even the retards in here who are yelling at me because I'm this and I'm that, they're gonna figure it out at some point. It'll take them a little longer, you know. Everybody works at their own pace, you know.
To figure out what happened on that day. I'm not going to stop unless Erika Kirk asks me to stop.
We were told that if we said stop, they would stop. And we said stop. And I'll say it again. Please stop.
Pretty clear. Oh, no, but she said stop lying. So what were you lying? No, she's just saying stop. Just fucking stop. Wait for the case. If you want to watch the case and then have questions about the case and pick that apart, go ahead. But right now, the fucking trial, like if you really want justice and you even if you think if you think Tyler Robinson was innocent, here's your chance. Let's watch the trial. Let's see all the evidence presented that's been locked down because they didn't want to spoil the trial. And then we'll all be able to make informed decisions. And I'll be able to make an informed decision. And I'll be the first one, if I think there's some weird shit going on, to say, this is weird. This is some weird shit. But this is not what's going on. You guys are not doing honest investigations. You're not doing honest investigation work. You're just stirring shit up for views.
We'll see if it's listened to.
Please stop. Please stop lying. But
that's not what she said. She said, please stop.
As soon as she tells me what it is I've lied about, I will cease lying immediately.
Can't even give the widow of a fucking murder victim a break. Nope. Can't do that. Keep the grift going. Here's another. This one's pretty funny.
No one.
At Bobreen 1108 super chatted $2. Why would TP address such a clown?
No choice, to be honest. This shit's huge.
At that rabbit stunt super chatted $10. Literally where I'm at. Let's see the verdict.
Yeah, I really want to see the evidence. That's what I want to see. Like, what evidence are they sitting on that they're not released yet because they're waiting for the trial? You know, there might be footage. There might be some fucking footage of Tyler Robinson on the rooftop taking the shot. There might be all kinds of shit we don't know about. You know, that's what I'm interested in seeing. And yeah, TPUSA has to address this, dude. Do you realize how big this has gotten? I mean, she's doing 150,000 concurrent viewers. That's mind-bogglingly big. That's a big fucking show, okay? Her voice is humongous right now. And yeah, I mean, you see it. Like, I come out and I talk about this shit and I just get attacked. I get downvoted massively. And it's like, yeah, there's a lot of like people on my side who appreciate what I'm doing here. But man, the mass majority of the mob, like, they're completely with this, you know? They're completely just bought into the bullshit this dumb bitch is selling.
And I mean absolutely no one outside of my husband and Erika Kirk has the power to shut me up right now. That's it. There's nobody that has the capacity to get me to shut up about this except for Erika Kirk. And I will say this, like, I am on this journey to figure out what happened on that day. I'm not going to stop unless Erika Kirk asks me to stop. I said early on, if Erika Kirk asks me to be quiet, I will be quiet.
But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode, but this is not okay. Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
We were told that if we said stop, they would stop. And we said stop. And I'll say it again. Please stop.
It's a no from me, but you know me. I'm just out here saying what needs to be said. We'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsors.
Yeah. Oh, that's not weird, right? That's not weird. It's weird. It's weird how you said you would stop, and then when you were asked to stop, you wouldn't stop. That's weird. It's weird. It's spiritually, something's not right here. Something's not right here. Here's Erika Kirk, because people keep saying that Charlie was texting people saying, hey, and again, this came from Candace, like, but yeah, Charlie was basically texting people the day before, they're going to kill me tomorrow. Like, he knew they were going to, he knew he was going to be murdered, but yet he still went out there with no fucking, no armor, out in the middle of a crowd with open rooftops all around. To me, if he really felt that he knew that there was a chance somebody would assassinate him, like, why would you go then? Why would you do that? I guess if you're going to make that argument, it's like, well, you know, even in the face of that, he wasn't willing to give up or whatever. But here's Erika Kirk says the claim is false.
At Bobreen 1108 super chatted $2. I get Erika's statements, but to address all her BS.
I think they're going to address Candace on the 15th. Okay, remember the one where they invited Candace and Candace was like, I'll be there. There's nothing going to stop me. And then all of a sudden, everything was weird and I can't go now because my husband said I can't. That's still going on the 15th. And we'll see. We might learn something. We'll be covering that for sure. But here's Erika saying that Charlie was texting people saying they were going to kill me is false. He never did that, and I have his cell phone.
Do you think Charlie knew to some degree and had made the conscious choice that I may be taken out early? Not saying he knew that day, but that he had any inkling that this might come his way and that he intentionally chose to move forward with faith in God?
It's interesting because I have unbelievable amounts of death threats. My kids have kidnapping threats, death threats. Our whole team has death threats. We knew that there was always going to be a threat, but Charlie and I we promised each other we would never live in fear. And he would say, if they're going to get me, they're going to get me. But he was not messaging people the day before saying, I'm going to be murdered. They're coming after me. Someone's going to kill me. He didn't say that. And I have his cell phone. Didn't say that. And so what I do know is that we believe in the power of prayer. And what I do know is that we believe in our sovereign God. And what I do know is that that night before, we did what we usually did before tours. We said our prayer, and we asked the Lord to protect us, and we asked the Lord that his will be done. That's what we did.
So I guess Candace is going to call her a liar now. I'm guessing that's the move. Why is Why is she lying about the text? We have the receipts. We have the receipts. I don't know. Breaking. The judge just said it. This court will recognize Miss Erika Kirk as a designated victim representative in this case. The single line completely flipped the energy in the courtroom. What did this move tell you about where the case is heading? Oh, look.
Thanks.
Oh my God, we got courtroom footage. It's almost like they're going to broadcast the trial for everybody to see. Wow, like I said they would, which everybody said, they're being shady. They're not going to. No, it's going to be broadcast. We're all going to get to see it. We're going to get to see everything. Well, not everything. I don't know. I don't know how much, what they're going to not show, but it looks like it's going to be O.J. Simpson. Like, we're going to get to watch this shit.
Thanks, Your Honor. Yes, just the matter of having Mrs. Erika Kirk designated as the victim representative in this case. She has filed through her counsel a request to be designated.
And remember, Erika Kirk herself said she wants this to be filmed, that the public has a right to see this go down. So it seems like they're going to respect her wishes, which they should, because she is the ultimate victim here. She is the representative of Charlie Kirk, the victim.
As the victim representative, and we would like the court to formally acknowledge that request and formally designate her as the victim representative. And I guess along those lines, I wanted to make clear as well, I think this court stated earlier that there was an alleged victim in this case. And I know that there is case law talking about being careful about how we refer to victims and alleged victims. But in this case, that case law makes clear that those cautions don't apply with the same degree, where it's clear that we have a victim who was killed in this case. We don't have an alleged victim. We have an alleged perpetrator, but we do know that we have a victim in this case.
Thank you, Mr. Ballard. I'll hear from the parties.
Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Robinson, we certainly think it's appropriate for Mrs. Kirk to be designated as the victim representative, if that is the desire of the state, just so there can be no doubt that she's afforded all of the rights assured to her under our state statutes, and we have no objection to that.
Thank you. Thank you to all parties.
There's the, you know what, when I see him in court, there are certain angles when I go, okay, he does look a little more like the picture that we got. Because that was one of the things I was like, this doesn't, the picture of him going up the stairs, which that is a valid question that I'd like to see answered. How did he get the fucking rifle up those stairs? Because there's a footage of him walking down the block where you can see he's like limping. So it looks like he does actually have a rifle. This is not when he's at the stairs, but this is when he's walking down the neighborhood, heading to the UVU campus. And at that point, it's clear that he's got some weird shit in his leg because he's got a weird limp. But then when you see the footage, and it's just, there's no like, it's not a video, it's just like still frames of him going up the stairs. Like, it is a little weird. How did he get the fucking rifle up there? Because at that point, it doesn't look like it. But again, maybe if we see the video, we could notice a little weirdness in it. But yeah, there's a lot of things that need to be explained, man. But he looks, because there's one thing too, like in the picture of him going up the stairs, he looks so much skinnier than he did when he was first being arraigned and they had him in that suit. He looked like he had gained weight. So I don't know, but there were certain angles where I was like, actually, I can kind of see it now. Like he does kind of, there are certain times where he does kind of look like that picture, but it's still a little weird. Hopefully they'll be explained, especially how he got the rifle to the fucking location. Because if I was to speculate, possibly he might have had it down his leg, down the front of his leg. And as he was walking to the location, he realized this is a problem. And then he came up with a different solution, like maybe putting it down his back or something. I don't know. But hopefully they'll be able to explain that, because that is a weird one.
That rabbit super chatted $10. Does Robinson not have a frontal lobe?
Look, I'm also seeing when we're going to have another video where we're going to see the guy talking to his lawyer. And I've said it from the beginning, there's something mentally off with this guy. There is something mentally off with him. And he's the perfect type of person to fall for some left-wing bullshit and go murder somebody because they're so hateful. You know, he's not, I don't think he's all there. I don't know what his exact diagnosis is, if he's maybe on the spectrum. And there's nothing wrong with being on the spectrum, by the way. That doesn't make you an assassin, but something's off about this kid.
This court will recognize Ms. Erika Kirk as the designated victim representative in this case. Thank you.
So yeah, we're going to get a lot of fucking footage from court. See, did we have another one here? Yeah, here's another one. Let's just skip to this one. Here's the one I was just talking about, where he's talking to his lawyer.
Some video. Oh, and there's an attorney now who stood in front of Tyler Robinson.
See, it's live. Dude, we're literally going to get this whole fucking court case live streamed, bro.
Had a good side shot of him, but that will...
So we spent 3 months just fucking speculating about everything when there's a fucking court case, and we're going to get to see all of the evidence, and then all rational minds will be able to make fucking informed decisions with the entirety of the evidence that the state has against Tyler Robinson. It's going to be great. I can't wait.
In your view in just a moment. There are certain conditions that we have to live by in terms of what we can show and when we can show it. And there you see Tyler Robinson now as the attorney steps away for this preliminary.
There's something about his face. He keeps doing. Something's off about this kid.
We've got an all-star lineup of guests ready to break down.
I mean, he could just be nervous too. That's possible.
On what happens during the day today. Let's go first of all to our correspondent Matt Finn. He's outside the courthouse in Provo, Utah. Set the table for us, Matt.
Well, John, this is the first time we are physically seeing.
So yeah, we do it. We're going to be covering. If you're bored of this coverage, well, fucking, you might want to skip January, because this could be a big part of what we're covering in January. All right, let's get back. Where did I leave off here? Nick Fuentes says Candace Owens is an idiot, making fun of her for mispronouncing words. I caught this yesterday. Instead of compartmentalize, it was like compratilize. What was it she said? It was so fucking stupid. I cut her some slack because I get words wrong too, but usually when I get words wrong, I tend to correct them so people know that, like, I just misspoke. I know the word. I know the right word. You know, like, I'll correct myself. She didn't correct herself. So it's almost like she thought she got it right. I don't know, but here's Nick cooking him again. I'm starting to understand why people think Nick is so funny. He legitimately is funny. Like, you know, you can hate him because he's a racist and all that. You know, whatever. That's up to you. He's still fucking funny. He's a funny dude.
A whole country is being held hostage by this ridiculous black narcissist. This idiot. And that's what she is.
Well, you don't have to point out that she's black, because then, Candace is going to respond is, well, he's just racist. He hates me because I'm black. Look, her being black has nothing to do with the idiocy. Okay. She's just an idiot, straight up.
It's a shame. I really admire Tim Pool. He's really, there's no love lost between me and Tim Pool, but I admire how Tim Pool stood up to her. That being said, he goes, oh, she's a genius. He had her flying henchman, the gay pedophile, on the week before. And Tim Pool says, she's a genius. She's not a genius.
I might disagree with this point, though, because it is easy to just be like, she's an idiot. No, she's a mad scientist, bro. She's an evil fucking genius.
A fucking idiot. And everybody needs to be clear about that. Let's just drop the pretense. She is not genius. She's not even smart. She is a fucking idiot. The only thing that she knows how to do instinctually is manipulate. That's it. Today she said Erika Kirk needs to compartmentalize her business and her personal life. But she didn't say compartmentalize. She said compromentalize.
That's right. Compromentalize. I don't know. Maybe she is an idiot, Nick. Maybe she is an idiot. I think she just misspoke. She probably knows it's compartmentalized and she misspoke, but it is odd that, most people, when they misspeak and they say the wrong word, like, they'll correct it, right? They'll go, oh, sorry, compartmentalized, not I don't know what I was saying there. Obviously, I got it wrong. Compartmentalized. She didn't even correct herself. So maybe you're right. Maybe she's an idiot and doesn't even know the fucking proper word she's trying to use.
Compartmentalize. Erika Kirk is going to bury the story because she can't compartmentalize. Shit, she can't compartmentalize. She can't compartmentalization. She can't compartmentalize and all that. She can compartmentalize that. She's a fucking idiot. I've never seen a stupider person have a bigger platform.
All right, Nick's telling me maybe she is actually just an idiot after all.
Honest to God. I mean...
But that's kind of being nice, though, because it's like, no, she's not being evil and manipulative and knows exactly what she's doing, and she's doing it for financial gain and attention. Actually, she's just an idiot, and she's just kind of stumbled into all this being an idiot. She's just a dumb, gossipy woman, idiot, who just fucking stumbled into all this. It's like, yeah, I don't know. But it's possible she's just a moron. That's possible, too. I think she's fucking an evil genius. That's really what I think.
Say what you want about Tucker. He's no dummy. He may be dishonest, but he's no dummy.
Yeah, the new thing is, well, Tucker's sticking. Dude, Tucker literally played the fence so fucking hard on this. He's like, well, obviously we can't trust the FBI, so we can ask questions. And so, yeah, of course, yeah, we don't trust the FBI. We can ask questions. Okay, yeah. Oh, that means Tucker sides with Candace and blah, 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 blah. Dude, Tucker's smart. He sees what the mob is doing. He sees what the crowd is doing. He's not ready to go against that fucking crowd yet. Okay? But as soon as the time's right and he sees the winds are changing, he will fucking come out and go against it. You watch.
And say what you want about a lot of these people. They're smarter than you give them credit for. This person's a fucking retard. And a malicious, she's just a sick person. So it has to stop. Anyway, I'll stop my rant about it, but she's driving it to this point, and I'm going to have to be the Dark Knight here.
Yeah, you're right. Exalinator, he says Con Inc. platformed her, so they can only blame themselves for her being known. Yeah, it's the typical fuck, and you know they only platformed her because so they can be like, look, we can use this based black chick, and like it's gonna show like when we debate with the right, and then they start calling us a racist. We're like, oh, but what's Candace doing here? How are we racist? We have Candace. You know that's the whole reason, dude. You know that's the whole reason. You know she's not. I mean, there are some black women who get in that position based on merit, based on actually having some value to provide. I don't think that was the case with Candace. I think it was just like, oh, this is going to look good on paper. We need a black woman to do this because they want to call us a racist. But you know this is checkmate. It's checkmate if it's a black woman saying this.
It's sort of funny. All these conservatives that were trashing me and hating on me, now they're counting on me. Now they're counting on me to take her down.
Yeah, well, he's not wrong about that. I don't know if we're counting on you, Nick, but I love having you on our side with this one. And just so you guys can remember what Candace was before she got the opportunity to become a right-wing conservative influencer with in a big push from, like the guy said, Con Inc. This is what she was.
Hey guys, it is Candace Owens, the founder of socialautopsy.com. There are literally thousands of instances of hate speech being circulated online. The age of technology and social media has slowly disintegrated individual accountability, the consequences of which are devastating. Introducing Social Autopsy, the first ever search database that compiles and allows the public to easily access the digital footprint of individuals and companies. Our team has crawled through the public interfaces of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, creating real profiles for the individuals that lob hate speech over the web.
Oh, hate speech. Weird. So her whole first fucking appearance was rallying against hate speech and racism and talking shit about Trump, but then all of a sudden the right wing's like, hey, we could use you on our side, and all of a sudden she's a fucking badass base conservative. I don't believe it. I think it was all a fucking career move.
These individuals are your teachers, doctors, neighbors, and business owners. And for the first time ever, you'll be given the chance to run a real background check on them to see.
By the way, this became problematic real quick because people pointed out, well, you might be actually doxing children. Because like this is about like school bullies and shit, and like, oh, somebody said something that you don't like, and then now you're gonna dox that person who could be a minor, and so this whole thing, got shut down real quick.
What these people represent behind closed doors. Let me show you how it works. Plug in the name of any person, company, or organization. Our database will return any number of profile hits, which can then be narrowed down by city and state. When you've located a user, you will be brought to their autopsy report, which will consist of real screenshots of words that they have shared across social media platforms. Have someone that you'd like to add to our morgue? Submit them. Our database is continually grown by anonymous submissions from individuals.
Dude.
At Freggie83 super chatted
What's up,
$10. Anytime the GOP has any kind of lead, they turn around and attack each other. Almost as if by design. As retarded as the left might be, they always circle the wagons, no matter how stupid the cause.
I can't disagree with your statement, Freggie. And it is a little weird, But again, what is the underlying factor in all of this? social media algorithms. Okay, it's like somebody asked earlier, Pink Trip, why do you only do like 100? Why do you only have 120 concurrent viewers? Well, because that's who YouTube puts it in front of. Everybody seems to forget the first thing that happens for there to be a viewer. YouTube's got to put it in front of those viewers. Okay, so the underlying factor here is the social media algorithms that will push this shit like mad, and it's very convenient. It's very convenient, and you know, it could just be all natural. Could be this is the natural course of things. This is where things were going to go, and the algorithm's just capturing people's own views and opinions, and or is it a fucking conspiracy where they're literally trying to push all the things that will break up this coalition that they've been trying to break up for 10 fucking years now, and they might have finally the right strategy. Which I always wondered, like when they banned Alex Jones and they were banning us, I'm like, why are they banning people when they could just like throttle them and shadow ban them and make them look not popular anymore? Because the crowds are too stupid to understand that. They'll see, oh my God, this guy's only got 1,000 viewers instead of the 50,000 he used to have. Oh, I'm going to go somewhere else. Well, this guy's got 50,000. I'm going to go over there because that's how the crowd is. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. I know you guys are part of the crowd. I am too. But that is the reality of the hive mind of the crowd, okay? And you can really destroy somebody just by not fucking putting them in front of people and making it look like they're less popular. So I always wondered why they didn't do that, why they banned people and turned them into martyrs. Maybe they're just too dumb to understand what they were doing. But I think now they're figuring it out.
Individuals like you. Because why engage in an online back-forth argument with friends over insulting statuses and comments when you can instead screenshot their harsh words and privately submit them to our database? We exist as a clean archive of an individual's words only, from which employers, friends, and universities alike may draw their own conclusions.
What about minors? We are seeing a lot of people that are showing concern for minors. We stand by the fact that we think the best time to be on our database is when you are a minor, because that's
I didn't even watch this part. Holy shit, dude. This is how fucking dumb she is. So yeah, I wonder why this became a problem. Oh no, 13-year-old kid sends a mean text and now you're going to dox him and ruin their fucking life. Holy shit. She's always been I'm sorry, Nick. You were right. She's a fucking idiot. She's not an evil genius. This is an idiot, bro. This is an idiot stumbling her way into success. It happens all the time, unfortunately. You know, stupid people just seem to fucking stumble their way up the ladder. Here we go.
exactly what we're trying to do. We are trying to affect their, conscious when they're young, so they know to use the internet more responsibly when they're older. There's no harm, no foul, really, if you're a minor, right? You have this profile for 365 days. You're not applying to college. You're not, going out for a job. It doesn't do anything to affect your livelihood in any way.
I'm sorry, Nick. Again, I'll admit she's a retard, Nick. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it. I thought she was an evil genius. Nope, she's a retard. You're right.
So we think that that's really honestly the best time for people to learn. How long do profiles last? Good question. Profiles last for 365 days. After a 1-year span, if the user that has been submitted hasn't done anything else, hasn't really said anything that's bad, we totally believe in forgiveness and second chances, and we will drop their name from our database forever.
Oh, how kind of you. How kind of you, only to destroy their life for 1 year. How kind. And it's not like the Wayback Machine doesn't exist. It's not like, people who probably, a lot of these kids will probably end up there just because somebody fucking hates them and is like it's like a form of bullying to put them on this. Wow. My God, Candace, I thought you had some common sense. Obviously, it's all making sense now. You are an idiot. You are legitimately an idiot. Yeah, we just saw that a second ago. So this is coming out. I don't know if Tim addressed this on his show tonight, but again, more people are doubting the story of the car that supposedly pulled up to Tim Pool's compound and fired shots towards the compound. Okay, this is the latest from the sheriff's department, and people are running with this as evidence that Tim is lying, which I don't think it is. I'll read this and then I'll give you my take. Yes, is it possible Tim's making this all up because it'll get him attention and get his fucking numbers back up? Hey, it is possible, but I'm going to give you my take, but let's read this, okay? On Saturday, December 6, 2025, at 0048 hours, deputies were dispatched to a residence on, redacted, obviously, regarding a report of suspicious circumstances. The caller represented himself as private security and indicated a dark gray sedan drove by multiple times on Friday, December 5th, 2025, and again on this date. The caller reported hearing loud bangs from the tree line and saw the dark sedan driving by. No further relevant information was provided at that time to responding deputies. Deputies cleared the call. On this same date, a Berkeley County deputy criminal investigator followed up with this call and requested video footage from the residence in question. An individual representing himself to be security advised the owner of the residence did not wish to provide the requested video recording. So this is the part where they're being like, well, why didn't he give the video footage to the police? Why wouldn't he do that? At the submission of this press release, the requested video footage has not been provided. The reports of shots being fired at this residence cannot be substantiated at this time. The Berkeley County Sheriff's Office requests anyone with information regarding evidence related to this call to contact Deputy Amber Weedman, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So, yeah, that does seem suspicious. Why wouldn't you provide the video evidence to the police? That's weird. But then, if you're to play devil's advocate, which I'm about to do, there are people that have been calling the sheriff department, and you've seen people where they had to redact the sheriff's department. Like, can you trust that they're not going to release that video footage? If you give it to the police department, can you trust that they will not release it? Now, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm trying to, Tim, I don't know if Tim responded to this. Maybe Tim has something else to say because I didn't watch his show tonight. But if I was to play devil's advocate, I know he doesn't want that footage out there, because it would dox his location. It would reveal his security and where all of his cameras are located, which is not smart for security to do that. So that would be my devil's advocate reasoning, is like, he doesn't trust the police not to release that video and that for that video to be leaked. I think he did mention something about that too, where like the police, like they couldn't confirm that it wouldn't be leaked. I think there's more details here. And I think that's the crux of the situation, is like, if I give you this, will you confirm this won't be leaked and then put me in further danger? Apparently, Tim has a lot of footage of this. Apparently, it's pretty obvious in the video footage. He said in the last episode, he reached out to TMZ that he would allow TMZ to watch it and report on it, but, you know, obviously not have the footage, because the last thing he wants is that footage to get leaked. But I get it. Everybody thinks it's a grift. Everybody thinks he's lying. This doesn't help that case. But, like I said, if I was to play devil's advocate, that could be a reason right there. He just wants to ensure there's no way this footage gets leaked and further harms his security. Piers Morgan gets confronted. So Piers Morgan had some guests on talking about Nick. And I haven't seen this yet. Piers Morgan gets confronted for mocking Nick Fuentes' sex life as a Catholic. This is what I was saying last night. Nick is a Roman Catholic. Isn't he supposed to be a virgin until he's married? I mean, Piers claims to be a Catholic, but then you're shitting on a kid doing what a good Catholic boy does, which is waits to marriage before giving up your virginity. Right? So I guess somebody must be calling him out on this. I want to see.
There was a part of the interview where you were very combative and you said you haven't even been laid and you're a virgin. This guy's a Roman Catholic.
Right.
Isn't he supposed to be a virgin until he's married? Isn't that part of your guys' faith?
To be fair to him, that is. I was brought up a Catholic. I'm not.
Yeah, but then that was your whole fucking thing, that you're shitting on him for being a virgin. Like, oh, what do you know? You haven't even had sex with a woman. You're an idiot, because, you know, once you stick your penis in a vagina, all of a sudden the amount of information that floods into your brain, like, you know all the answers. Like, what does that have to do with any of the fucking debate here? You're just taking that opportunity to be like, oh, you stupid virgin incel fucking loser.
Not a particularly devout Catholic. I disagree with a lot of the church's
But you
teachings.
do agree that Catholics are supposed to remain chaste until marriage, right?
The strict interpretation from the Catholic Church about that is you should be...
So how come he didn't get shouldn't he get credit for that?
Well, he couldn't.
The idea that he's kind of staying within the confines of his religious beliefs?
I have no problem, but he also...
Or he can't get any action.
But he also self-identifies as an incel, which is more problematic.
Here's what Mark just said. You see what I mean? Like, he can't get any action. The guy is rich as shit, and he's a good-looking guy. He could get action if he wanted.
I agree. The incel thing, I think he plays that up. He definitely could get laid, bro. There's no doubt about it. He's not that ugly, and he's got money, and he's fame. If you have any kind of fucking clout on the internet, dude, you can get laid, okay? I'm not the best looking guy. I'm not rich. I have a tiny amount of clout on the internet. I could use that to get laid if I wanted to. I don't, because that's not the way I work, but I could. So let's stop with the incel shit. Nick's playing that up. I don't know why he plays it up. Maybe he thinks his audience will like him more if he plays up that he's an incel, because he's probably talking to a lot of incels, unfortunately. And again, a lot of the people that are incels are not. When you say you're an incel, you're saying you're involuntarily celibate. That means you're trying to get laid and you're not able to. Now, there are people that are that bad off, okay? Most of these people are not actually trying to get laid. Their idea of involuntary celibate is like, no woman just will come up to me and be like, have sex with me. Like, that's not how it works. You have to actually work for it. You got to go out and meet a lot of women and talk to them, and eventually you'll find one that'll have sex with you. But it's like, oh, no woman's knocking on my door to have sex with me. That means I'm an incel.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Andrew,
hang on, Mark.
I agree with
Olive, I have not seen that. Let me look that up, because I saw people talking about it, Olive, but I didn't see it never came up in my algorithm. But let me look that up. Something about his wife, right? Here, let me play your super chat, and I'll look that up while this is playing. Thank you for the super chat, Olive. If you guys want to support, links in description. Smash the thumbs up if you have it. Appreciate it.
Chatted $5. Have you seen all the posts of Pierre's wife cucking him as well?
I'll look for that right now. Did I play this more than once?
Atalev super chatted $5. Have you seen all the posts of Pierre's wife
cucking
twice. Him as well?
Andrew, I'm just teasing.
Let me look it up.
I'm just teasing.
What I'm saying to you, though, is this: is that yeah, of course he could. The thing is, though, is that if you guys are saying like he's a huckster, he's a fraud, isn't he in fact following rigorously his faith by doing that?
Well, so my response to that, I think it's a really.
What he said.
Hang on, Harry. I think it's
yes,
a really.
It is what he said in the interview.
I want to respond to Andrew.
No, it's not.
I think it's a perfectly valid question. Particularly as I have always said, I'm a Catholic. I was raised a Catholic. I had spiritual guidance from Catholic nuns when I was 12 years old. You know, I go to church occasionally. I'm not devout. I'm not there all the time. I don't agree with some of the Catholic Church's views and policies, and I wish they would evolve faster. However, you know, as speaking Catholic to Catholic with him, yes, it's a perfectly valid thing that he could say, I am saving myself for marriage. But if that's all he said, fine. But I would argue that, you know, if you look at him as a Christian, for example, how many of his other views are compatible with being a Christian?
Now you're dogging on a fucking kid who's actually doing what good Christian boys are supposed to do, whether you agree with it or not, which I don't think Piers agrees with that. Because I don't think Piers is an old school Catholic. He's a new school Catholic who's like, actually, women should be priests and priests should have sex with whoever they want to and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, thank you for that link, Olive. Let's check this out. See what we got here. Groypers dig up old tweets of Piers Morgan's wife emasculating him. Okay, let's see. When the husband's away, Mr. Suds comes to play. Holy shit, dude. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my God. My husband, Piers Morgan, won't let me have male friends because he's convinced they want to have sex with me. Is that his wife right there? Oh, yeah. This is an obvious, like, ugly old dude with money gets hot young chick who really wants nothing to do with him except for his money. Boy, she don't look too hot there. One thing led to another, and whoops, in bed with Rupert. Man, if my wife was posting shit like this, that's it, dude. That's a divorce, bro. That's a fucking divorce, dude. Pool boy, wanted, pool boy. No experience needed. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, bro. What now I'm starting to feel bad for Piers, dude. If anyone's distracting enough to make you slice half your own head off, it's Mr. Lowe. Don't rush home, Piers. Holy shit. This just keeps going, doesn't it? Does this just keep going, guys? Oh, no, it does. Look at it. She's holding hands with this dude and got her arm around him. This woman must fucking hate Piers Morgan, bro. There's no way your wife would do this unless she fucking hates you. She has to hate your guts to do some shit like this. So hard. Let me see if I can zoom this up. Ah, there we go. There we go. Reading Lenny's brilliant memoir and thinking back to a sunny Saturday in Paris. He'd taken a 3-year vow of abstinence at the time. Shame. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, Pierce. You need to get a divorce, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but this chick, she's for the streets, bro. She's for the streets, dude. Why we all need a BBF, best boyfriend. Holy shit, she's doing with a picture of her. Male friends, they're good company. Don't judge and don't bitch. Every woman should one, says Celia Walden, though husband Piers Morgan. So this is just, she's made her whole fucking online persona cucking out Piers Morgan. She must fucking hate him, dude. She's gotta hate him. I don't know. I mean, just divorce him and take his fucking money, dude. Like, look, I think Piers Morgan is a slimy piece of shit, but no man deserves that. Even this slimy piece of shit right here doesn't deserve that. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, that looks like all of them. Thank you. Thank you for that heads up, Olive. Olive, what do you think of a woman who does that to their man, Olive? Like, no self-respecting woman who respects her man would do that, right? If you're doing that, like, that's you publicly taking shots at your man because you clearly are angry or you don't like him. He loves this stuff, you know. Maybe that's what it is, Buddhist priest. Maybe he likes being cucked out. Maybe he's one of these guys who, like, can't get it up anymore and all he can do is just watch his wife bang other dudes. I don't know, man. I don't know, but yeah, Olive coming in clutch with the Piers Morgan shit. That's great. I don't know if you guys saw this. Styx Hexenhammer. You guys might not know who he is. I was a big time watcher of Styx in 2016. Styx is an intelligent guy who's, I don't know if he's got a drinking problem or just a female problem, but he got arrested again. I'm not even sure what it is, like unlawful discharge of a firearm. It almost sounds like maybe somebody, he might have shot at somebody. I don't know, but here's Styx Hexenhammer in a complete pirate suit getting arrested. This is not AI. This is real life. No, this is a new arrest. This just happened today. This is not the one that happened in New Orleans. That is all done with. I don't know if this is a new girlfriend or what. I don't know if he's still hitting the bottle because he seems to have changed so much from like 2016, leather vest, shirtless, skinny Styx, talking about Trump, owning the fucking libs. He's just changed. I don't know. He doesn't seem to be. He seems to be having issues, and I just want to say I wish him the best. I hope he gets his problem sorted out. You know.
And who did I assault? I'm sorry. Just dismissed his case yesterday. They just dismissed my case.
That's got to be embarrassing. They come and arrest you while you're in your full pirate get up. That's. I mean. How about the worst time to get arrested? Or is he dressed? Is that how he dressed all the time now? Is he always dressing like a pirate? Is this the normal thing for Carroll?
I was in court yesterday. They dismissed my case.
He's talking about the New Orleans case. Apparently, this has nothing to do with New Orleans. This is I don't know what it is.
And Samantha Keister is the complainant.
I don't think that there is. Yes, please do record this.
Hey, sir. Yes, sir.
No. No, I do have a lighter in my pocket.
Arr. Arr, the police officers are taking me out, matey. Arr. Arr, bail me out later today.
Please call Regal Burl Ives.
Man, what are they living in a fucking barn? What's going on, dude? That's the thing about influencers, bro. Like, you don't know how they live. Like, you see like one shot of them and you're like, oh, that looks nice. And then like everything else around them is just, looks like a fucking tornado hit it, but it's all off camera so you don't see it.
I'll carry everybody.
I was just filming, sir. Thank you.
Oop, was that a bottle of booze right there?
I'll carry everybody.
I was just filming, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, he's ready to go. I'm sure he's not he's clearly hitting the bottle again, which is it's not working out very well for Styx. Styx, look, some people can drink and be fine. You're not one of those types, bro. Okay, you need to get off the booze. I'm sorry. You need an intervention.
The evidence related to the discharge of a firearm? Yes. The only
Yeah. No, I hate to see it because I do like Sticks. I mean, he's gone off the deep end, but I like him. You know. But sometimes people lose their way. They got to find their way back on the straight and narrow. Arr, me going to jail again. I don't know. I don't do a good pirate. At all. Holy shit! You guys doing good? You guys having fun? Let's see. We're a little early. We could do a little question and answer segment. How's everybody doing? I can tell all the Candace freaks have left already, right? That's always nice. They stay for a little bit, and then if I call her a dumb bitch enough, they'll leave. Final 6 warning. Apparently, it's a crazy ex he keeps fucking and giving rent money to, despite her getting his ass arrested again and again. Yeah, he's got a woman problem, dude. Like, it seems like he just keeps fucking with the crazy ones that will get you in trouble. It's not good. It's not good. You know, especially if you're mixing alcohol with crazy women. Yeah, this is what happens. Frozen outside. Well, he's in Vermont. Yeah, it's fucking cold out there. They're gonna make him. Walk the plank. Arr, matey, don't make me walk the plank. Arr. Yeah, I don't know. I need better fucking pirate impressions. It is crazy that he's in a pirate suit, dude. Arr, I did nothing wrong. She's a drunk bitch. I mean, I feel Jarl. What's his name's Jarl, right? What's his name again? He's got a funny name. It's like, yeah, I don't know. His name's weird. Life sucks. That's okay, Miles. You know what? That's what makes you stronger, bro. Being able to fucking, it's gonna happen in everybody's life, bro. Whether it's health, whether it's a job, whether it's a girlfriend, whether it's some sort of substance abuse issue. Life is going to throw fucking difficulty and pain and suffering. It's going to throw it your way. The key is to just push through, dude, and it makes you stronger. It sounds kind of lame, but that is the key to life, bro. The pain, the struggle, all that shit. When you push through it and you keep going, just like working out every day and fucking breaking down a muscle, you can fucking come out stronger and just better for it, dude. And, life, sometimes you got to deal with difficult times. And that's when you got to find your inner fucking madman, your inner fucking, no, fuck you, I'm not giving up. You got to find that. And you got to just figure out how to deal with it because there's no way around it, man. There's no way around it. You got to embrace the suck and get through it, dude. But I hope things get better for you, brother. Hang in there, Reach out to people you care about. This community, we're here for you, dude. Jump on Discord. There's shit you want to talk about. We're here for you, brother. Crack Sparrow. My name is Dan Crenshaw. Will there be treasure in the prison? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. My pirate all of a sudden becomes a Russian. Arr, matey. The house always wins. Yeah, there's just no way to not suffer. Like, you could be born a billionaire with a golden spoon in your mouth and you're still going to suffer. Like, there's just no way around it. So one good thing about, like, the Catholic teaching is, like, suffering is, like, how you, like, it's like, important, brings you closer to God. There's meaning in your suffering. It's not meaningless. You have to understand that. Miles, what's up, brother?
At Miles Coaster 5,395 super chatted $2. Thanks. I'll try to make better choices, I guess.
All you can do is do the best you can, bro. That's all you can do. None of us are going to make the right decisions all the time. We're all going to make mistakes, bro. So, you don't beat yourself up. Just use it, as fuel going forward to be like, okay, I made this decision and it worked wrong. So now I've learned that, and I'm going to be more informed moving through life, but don't beat yourself up over it, dude. That helps nothing, man. Don't beat yourself up. You'll be good, bro. Just, find your inner fucking badass and just push through this shit. This is your life story, and you're going to fucking have control over what you do. And, there are a lot of things you won't have control over, but you can control how you handle things. And, yeah, man, just keep your spirits up. Keep your spirits up. When your brain starts going, oh, poor me, and why did I do, like, just fight that shit as hard as you can. because you can control your thoughts to a certain degree. And when you see yourself going down these like negative fucking rabbit holes in your mind, you got to cut that shit off. You can't feed that shit because anybody can do that. And when you start doing that, it's that's really when you start to have problems. So you got to cut that shit off as quick as you can and start, focusing on what you can control, what you can change, and accepting what you can't, But yeah, we will shout out to you. We all love you here, man. You'll be good, bro. Like I said, if you need to get on Discord, we're here. We'll talk to you. Lift heavy, bro. Praise God, for we must endure. Amen. Amen. Yeah. You can work your muscles out. You can go break them down, lift muscles all day long. But in life, like how to become tough and strong mentally, well, you got to suffer. You got to go through pain and you got to come out the other side and you'll become stronger and tougher mentally for it, man. Oh, Hefe with the 10 gifted. Thank you, brother. Oh, Hefe, coming in clutch with another 10. I need to get crazier when I get 10. 10 gifted members! I gotta do like the fucking, I gotta hype it up. 10 gifted members! I need like shit to like explode from the ceiling and fucking fireworks to go off. Thank you for the 10, brother. Thank you. And welcome to the team, everybody.
Super chatted $2. Would you consider making some merch? Smile.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to try to sell too much shit to you guys, That's the part, like, Candace will fucking, all these people, they're just like, everything always ends with them trying to sell shit. And like, yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. Because I do like to make money. I'd like to make money. But I don't want to, I mean, it's enough to ask you guys to super chat and become a member. And then like, now I'm going to sell you merch. And then I'm going to have sponsors. And it's like, yeah, no, you guys have your ways. One thing I might do is have a non-YouTube source for donations. So I might start like I don't know what people are using these days, but an outside source. So if you want to tip outside of YouTube, you can do that. I'll probably add that here soon. Well, there is Patreon, but I'll add another source. I don't know if Patreon, can you just tip on Patreon or is it always just like a monthly subscription? But I don't know. But yeah, all I ask is, if you're enjoying the show and you can afford to contribute to the show, you want to see it stay around, you want to pay for the entertainment then, and you can afford it and you've gotten enough value where you feel like it's worth it, then yeah, that's all I really want to ask for. And, but yeah, I might, if I have some, like I had an idea. What was the idea I had for a shirt? A maroon shirt that says like, I'm not military, bro. It's just a maroon shirt. I don't know. So there's some sort of play on the maroon shirt shit, maybe I could start selling maroon shirts. We got to come up with a maroon shirt, but then we need a good like line for it. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not military, bro, or it's just maroon, bro. I don't know, but I think that might work. Some sort of maroon shirt. But thank you, Olive. Thank you for the 10 members. You rock. Everybody that's became a member. No, not Olive. Sorry. El Jefe, thank you for the 10 members. Olive, thank you for the $2. Everybody say thank you to El Jefe if you got a free membership. Okay, because that's very generous of them. Yeah, I might think of setting up some merch. I did come up a while back with a bunch of ideas. That's the other thing. Like, if I'm going to sell shirts, I want them to be good shirts that people would actually want to wear, and not just throw some shit out there and be like, "Oh, buy my merch." So I'm sure in the future it'll come. Right now, I'm just focused on doing a show regularly that people will support, and hopefully that'll build. And maybe if it does build, and I get like 1,000, 2,000 people, maybe at that point it'd be enough to like sell shirts. Because right now I feel like if I did sell shirts, it would be like 5 of you guys probably buying shirts. And it's like that's nice that 5 of you would buy shirts, but how much money are we talking about? Like, is it worth doing it at this point? YouTube takes 30 something %, Bob O'Brien. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. That's one thing they could fix, Bob. I don't know. I guess when I go, how come that's not show? Did it not show? Let's try this again. There we go. Oh, I muted it. That's what it is. I didn't hear it. Sorry, yeah. Sorry about that. Wasn't looking at the screen. Yeah, YouTube takes a lot, but I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's easier to have it all in one place. YouTube does host everything. That's not cheap. So I understand them taking some, but I really think they should come back with a lower number, maybe like 15%, because 30% is pretty fucking high, bro. It's pretty fucking high. And it adds up, right? So like, you make $1,000, that's 300 YouTube's taking just for being the middleman between the fucking, but whatever, I don't want to dissuade you guys from sending super chats, so I'm going to shut up, okay? Send me super chats.
At Bobreen
Don't listen to me.
1108 super chatted $2. Maybe give us a straighter option.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Bob. I'll figure it out for next episode, and I'll put the link, like, because there is Patreon. Patreon, I don't know, Patreon takes like barely nothing. So if you do want to support on Patreon, that is your option right now. If you want to do it to where YouTube's not going to take a 30% cut. I don't remember what Patreon's cut is, but it's very little. What is Patreon? Patreon takes a fee of 5 to 12%. Okay? So new creators default 10%. So yeah, they take a third. Plus separate payment processing fees. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, legacy creators might have lower rates, 5 to 11%, while new creators generally see a standard 10% fee for core features. So yeah, there's always going to be a fee. There's no way around it. Patreon's is the smallest. So if you want to use that route.
$5. My question is, what's your favorite way to prepare a pork chop? Cut of meat emoji.
You know how long it's been since I made pork chops? I took a long break from pork chops, bro. Like, got into fucking making pot roasts, like getting a beef shoulder and just like braising it and eating that but that's like really expensive at the end of the day compared to pork. And then I got into making soup. I've been making a lot of chicken soups using grok recipes, you know, and that shit, I mean, like $8, you can make a ton of fucking soup that goes a long way. Like that's the fucking way. If you're broke, learn how to make soup, bro. And soup's great. You know, you get some crackers, fucking, you know, you can make some fire soup, dude. You know, it's like $3 for a bunch of fucking potatoes, like $4 for some fucking chicken, you know, and then some sort of vegetables, you know, it's so fucking easy. But yeah, my favorite way to make a pork chop, okay, is I use 1836 beef rub, and I throw that with some salt, some nice kosher salt on the pork chop. You get the pot really hot, right? Your little pan that you're gonna cook it on, you get it really fucking hot. You know, I use avocado oil, also some butter, and then like 4 minutes each side, really hot, and you get a fucking nice, crispy, but yet still juicy pork chop. And it does depend on the thickness. I like the thin ones. That way you can get them kind of crispy without overcooking them. It's harder to do with the thick ones to get the outside crispy because then the inside, you know, you can overcook the inside, it'll get dry or whatever. I don't know. I just like the thin ones. And yeah, that's it. Real simple. About 10 minutes and you got yourself a pork chop. You know? You make bread on your channel, Buddha. Yeah, go follow Buddha Priest. He'll teach you how to make some bread. I'm telling you, if you want to get into cooking, grok is fucking amazing. I'm sure ChatGPT too. Like, it might suck with a lot of things, but when it comes to like recipes, even like if you're just like, oh, this is all I have, what can I do with this? And it will have 100 different things you could do with whatever recipes you have around the kitchen. It's fucking great. It'll save you a lot of money. And if you want to learn how to cook, it's fucking great. It's fucking great. Extra porky essay? Yeah, very, very porky. Extra deeply porky. We pork it up in here, bro. We pork it up. Ceiling bird? What's a ceiling bird? Turkey? What's a ceiling bird? What are we talking about? I don't understand you kids and your crazy slang. What's a ceiling bird? Extra porky? What's a ceiling bird, guys? Let me know. Ping knows how to cook a chop. I mean, you would love my pork chops. You would absolutely love them. They're amazing. And the best thing about pork chops is like, they're fucking amazing and they're fucking cheap. Okay. So if you're trying to eat like a more healthy diet like I do, where you're incorporating more meat and less carbs, it can get expensive, and pork chops is the hack, man. You know, where I'm at, HEB, like if you go early in the day, you can get these like value cuts where they're getting rid of like the fucked up cuts that aren't cut perfectly for super fucking cheap. It'll be like $4 for a value pack, and it's just a bunch of fuck up cuts, where they're not like perfect cuts. And dude, yeah, they're good. They're just you know, fucked up shapes and shit. The bones are in weird places. You might have a little bone here you got to deal with, and a little bone here you got to deal with, but you can eat cheap as fuck, bro. Pork loin is where it's at. Yep, pork loin's great too. There's a lot of great pork options. Obviously, the god of pork is bacon. Nothing gets better than bacon. Ceiling bird is smoke detector ping. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. So that makes sense now, Olive. Thank you. Thank you for informing me. I can't keep up with you crazy kids and all your new slang. Well, what? Did you guys hear a chirp? There was no chirp. There's no chirp. Look, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a white guy. And if my fucking smoke alarm goes off, that shit's getting replaced. I have the batteries ready to go. It's an immediate fucking thing because I cannot stand that noise. Okay. That is the most infuriating, annoying noise. I pay extra for the ribeyes, but then I run out of money. I know. I feel you, Cyber Twitch. You know, if you want to avoid that, go with pork. I mean, even if you don't get the value pack and you get the regular, like what I get is the bone-in extra thin pork chops, $10. It's almost like $1 a pork chop, pretty much. Chirp. What are you guys talking about the chirp for, man? Stop it. You're going to make me paranoid that I got a chirp going on. I'm going to have to go check my smoke alarm. I'm going to have to go check my fucking smoke alarm. But yeah, I like ribeyes too, man. It's just the thing, they're so much harder to cook than pork chops. Pork chops are so easy to cook, and they always come out juicy and moist and fucking just perfect. But then when you get like a ribeye, it's like, oh, dude, I follow all the directions and it's still tough. You know, I'm still sitting there having to chew on that bitch for like 10 minutes, and it's like, I hate that. I hate meat that I have to chew on for an hour. You know, and I know I probably suck at making ribeyes, but I've followed chefs and shit who are like, I'm going to show you how to do it and blah, blah, blah. And it's still just never as good to me as a pork chop. There's something about pork chops. They're just easy and fucking great. But yeah, a perfectly cooked ribeye is fucking amazing. I got you. I agree 100%. 9-volt batteries expire after only 6 years, Ping. 9-volt batteries. Do they? I don't know, man. I do have a bunch of 9 volts back there, but mine's not a 9-volt. Mine takes, I think, I forget. It's either 2 AA or 3 AAA. I forget. Skip the steak across the skillet. If I had to pick one meat forever, though, it would be chicken. Miles, I don't know. I don't know if I'd pick chicken. I'd probably pick beef. If I had to go one meat forever and price wasn't a consideration, I would 100% go with beef, because beef is the best, dude. All right, Ping, I'm going to try pork chops tomorrow. You do it, JCD. Just listen to the way I cook them. It's easy. You just get that fucking pan hot as fuck. A lot of oil, whatever oil you want to use. You know, I like to go with the healthiers, you know, the olive oil. And I think avocado oil is the best because it's got a higher smoke point. And then, you know, once that avocado oil is real hot, you throw some butter on there. And if you throw butter into the oil, the butter won't brown. It's kind of amazing. Yeah, and then use whatever spice and rubs you want to use. Cook that bitch 4 or 5 minutes. If it's a thin one, 4 or 5 minutes each side. It's fucking beautiful. Every bite's going to be fucking amazingly flavorful and juicy, and you're still going to have a little crispy on the outside, kind of like bacon. And yeah, do it, especially if you're cheap. Because, you know, when I was struggling, like I think 2023, I was like, damn, I got to figure out my food budget, how to get this down. And I went with the top ramen, fucking fettuccine, you know, all the cheap fucking pastas and, you know, add a little chicken. And I gained so much weight from that. So I had to figure out like, okay, I can't do this. I got to get back to like what I know works for me, which is a meat-based diet. And yeah, pork chops allowed me to do that, man. You know, and eggs, a lot of eggs. You know, bacon, I like bacon, but bacon's fucking expensive, bro. You know, I can go through a pack of bacon in like a day. You know, just 12 slices of bacon. Fuck that. That's like 2 meals, dude. You know? Use beef tallow. Yeah, beef tallow is great. Whatever you prefer. I like avocado oil. You know, I think it's a very healthy oil to use. And it's got a high, I don't know the smoke point of beef tallow, but I know avocado oil is like one of the highest smoke points. AI founder said, you want to see what life is like when you're not the top intelligence? Ask a chicken. Yeah, those poor chickens, bro. Those poor chickens. Disney John, what's up, John? And then I just stopped making videos for my YouTube channel. You stopped making videos, John? You should make more videos, bro. You should make more videos, John. We'd all love to see and hear from you, dude. You know, I'll share them out, John. We'll make you a star, brother. Okay, but I don't know if we should though, because sometimes it's not fun getting a lot of attention, John. You know, you got to be able to ignore the haters, bro. I do live olive oil though. Yeah, olive oil if that's what you prefer, but olive oil's got a really low smoke point. So if you really want to cook something really hot, you can do it with olive oil, but it's going to smoke quite a bit, you know, depending how hot you're doing it. Butter or tallow without any motor oil. Wait, you don't like motor oil? Shit, I love me some high viscosity motor oil in my pork chops, bro. And avocado oil is healthy. A lot of people think avocado oil is a seed oil. It's not. Avocado oil is absolutely one of the healthier oils you can use. It is expensive. That's the problem, but it's worth it. Or you can just, every time you cook bacon, just save the pork fat from the bacon and use that. Or like you said, beef tallow, like save the fat from shit you cook and use that. I hate seed oils. Me too, Buddha priest. Fuck those seed oils, bro. Fuck that shit. My kid said you should make Pink Trip Dr. Pepper pants. The fuck does that even mean? God bless your kid, okay? He's a genius. He's a creative genius. Pink Trip Dr. Pepper pants. I'm going to do that, Ian. Your kid's creative, bro. If he came up with that. Shit, I can't even think of shit like that. Dr. Pepper, I used to like a lot of Dr. Pepper when I was younger. It's made from prune juice. Crazy, right? Crazy. But yeah. Now about the only soda I have is an occasional Diet Coke. I shouldn't even do that, but I love me a soda with a meal, man. Something about having a nice soda when you're having a nice meal, it just really fucking... Like, I'm not a wine guy. Like, the wine people are like, oh, the right wine with the right meal, and it becomes amazing. Well, I'm that way with soda. The right soda with the right meal is amazing. A carne guisada or a barbacoa with a fucking Big Red. Holy shit. Holy shit. So good. But that's a problem. That's why I'm a fatty. I gotta stop. Soda is one of my fucking weaknesses, bro. It's one of my weaknesses. Just put a third leg to hold extra soda cans. What are we talking about here? Buddhist priest. I have a third leg and it might be able to hold a couple soda cans. I was like, I should give up on making videos for my YouTube channel. Well, you shouldn't give up, John. What you should do is talk about if you want to make videos. First of all, you have to want to make videos. Don't just do it because you feel like you have to. If you want to make videos, John, and that's a passion of yours, make videos and talk about the things you're passionate about. Obviously, John, you're passionate about Disney, right? Make videos reviewing the Disney movies you like or the Disney series you like, John. Because a lot of people would get value from that because you obviously are an expert when it comes to Disney and you could provide value to other people who want to know about the Disney universe. You could also make videos about me. You seem to be passionate about that, but less people will care about me, John. If you make videos about Disney, now you might all of a sudden have a career. Ping, what's your favorite agua fresca? Shit. I'm not sure exactly what that is, Akuma skill. I know I should know what that is. I do like frescas, which is like the one that comes in the green bottle, that Mexican soda that comes in the green bottle. But what's an agua fresca? Is that just a soda? Is that just a soda? It's a water. Agua is water. Fresca, I'm pretty sure we're talking soda. What is agua fresca? I'm pretty sure you're just saying soda, huh? Agua fresca, Spanish for fresh water, is a light, non-alcoholic Mexican beverage made by blending fresh fruits, flowers, grains, or seeds with water, a bit of sugar, and often lime juice. Yeah, I don't know. I like frescas. I like the fresca sodas that you can get that come from Mexico. Those are fucking great. They're hard to find sometimes. But yeah, I don't drink too much. If that's an alcoholic drink, I don't drink it, bro. Try root beer Olipop, amazing. Yeah, I got an Olipop one time because they're supposed to have like probiotics and shit, right? And I'm all about the probiotics. And right, that's the one that has probiotics in it, right? Pre and probiotics, Olive. I don't remember which one I got, but I wasn't that impressed with it. I hate making videos. That's how I know it's my next career. Well, you can, if you just hate it. I mean, you can hate aspects of it, right? You can like hate parts of it, but then overall enjoy the experience. But if you hate every instance of it, it's going to be hard to make videos, and you got to enjoy it to some degree. I agree, but not Diet Coke. Yeah, I just go with Diet Coke because it's like no calories, and it hits the spot, and it's one of the only diet drinks I can really stand. Because I used to hate diet sodas, but then I'm like, all right, I started getting used to them. Now I don't hate them as much. Great, John. You're going to make more videos? Let us know about it, John. We'll watch them, bro. We'll watch them and support you, dude. Hard to find that drink outside of the southern U.S. Fresca? Yeah. I mean, there was convenience stores that they used to have right by the register. They would have like a big little almost like an ice chest with all the Mexican sodas, you know, the Jarritos and the fucking Frescas. And the green Frescas would sell out so quick every time because I would get there, I'd be like, boom. And it's great. Something about it being in those big bottles, it just tastes better. I don't know, I guess like Mexican Coke, everybody likes the Mexican Cokes better than the American Cokes. But yeah, if you haven't had a Fresca, it's pretty fucking good, man. Pretty fucking good. Kombucha helps you make stool. Yeah, I have no problem making stool, but I did have to take some antibiotics recently because of my the tooth I got fucked with. And yeah, so I took I drink those little drinks. What are they called? Fuck. It's just like little drinks that are probiotic drinks plus a probiotic pill. And it took care of my stomach because when I was taking those antibiotics, it was upsetting my stomach. And then I got onto the probiotics and all of a sudden it was fine. So clearly it was fucking up my my balance, my gut biome balance. Mexican Squirt is better than Fresca in my opinion. I don't think I've had a Mexican Squirt. I'm not getting notifications for your streams, Ping. They're not even showing up in my feed anymore. Yeah, Don, YouTube they fucking hate this channel, Don. I don't know if you figured that out. Did you have notifications turned on, Don? Because that's what they'll do. You can turn notifications on and you're still not going to see this stream. Like the best way to see my stream and make sure you get it is to follow me on Discord. Get in the Discord. I notify everybody whether I'm going to do a show or not. And then I post it. When I schedule it in here, I'll post it on Discord as well. There's no way to miss it that way. Or, you know, I'm here around 9. Check around 8:30 to 9. Go to my channel and click on the live tab and see if something's scheduled. But yeah, if you're going to rely on YouTube to put it in front of you, even if you're subscribed and you've clicked the bell, good luck. They don't want you watching this, bro. They want you watching Ian Carroll. They want you watching Candace Owens. They don't want you watching me. It's weird. Ain't it weird? Don't you think it's weird? Ain't it a little suspicious? Ain't it, you know, just a bit odd that I talk about the same subjects that are blowing up all the time, but yet I can't get any push. But new channels can show up and talk about the same thing and they'll blow up. Weird. It's almost like YouTube has some sort of weird throttle going on with my channel. You've never made a Mexican Squirt? Well, I wouldn't say that. I've never had a Mexican squirrel, but I sure have made a Mexican Squirt. Guys. When you have antibiotics, eat yogurt and good probiotics to help. Yeah, I don't like yogurt, so I skip the yogurt because I fucking hate yogurt. But I get those little drinks, I guess rice drinks. I forget what they're called. But there's these little tiny drinks. You drink one a day. And then I also have like an expensive bottle of probiotics. That seemed to work, man. All of a sudden, boom. I could take the antibiotics with no problem as long as I was doing that. I had to go on the live section on your channel to find this. Yeah, Don. I mean, they also just fucking removed and banned one of my live streams while I was live and refused to actually go back and address it and fix it. They just quietly removed my live ban restriction early. So I don't know. That's probably going to hurt my reach as well. Another fucking little ding behind the scenes that YouTube put on me. That's going to hurt my reach. And people go, why are your views so low? It's like, well, if you saw the impressions, which impressions are every time you see a thumbnail on YouTube, that's an impression, right? So when you go to your homepage and you see somebody's thumbnail, that's an impression. All the views start with that, an impression. Somebody has to be aware of your video before they can click on it. And that is just dog shit. That's dog shit. And I understand there is some truth to the fact that, hey, most of your subscribers subscribe because they wanted this one specific content and you're not making that content anymore. Okay, I understand that, right? But that doesn't mean there's no audience for what I'm doing. And what a normal system would do, which would be like, okay, let's test this outside of his audience to find the people that would like this, along with the people in the audience, because there are people in the audience that subscribe for one thing but still enjoy the show. But we have to find those people outside of that, but it will not do that. It will only share it to my subscribers. So it's like a business. Like, you're going to have turnover. Like, if you run a restaurant, you're going to have some customers that never come back. So if you don't reach new customers, then the only thing that can ever happen is you lose customers. And that's what happens when YouTube doesn't put your shit in front of non-subscribers. The only thing that can happen is people unsubscribe. So it just is what it is. I don't even care about the subscriber number anymore. What I care about is, like, are there people for the show? Are they supporting the show? And yeah, then I will do the best show I can. And it's honestly not the worst thing in the world to have a small audience. It's actually kind of nice. It's kind of refreshing to have like a small loyal audience that where you can actually still, you know, you can make a living, not a great living, but I live very cheaply. I keep my expenses down so I can have a small audience and make enough to survive. And I can just do whatever the fuck I want, talk about whatever the fuck I want. And I don't gotta like care about feeding the needs of this larger audience. You know, it's like, no. I don't know. Everybody's got their own ideas about it. Everybody thinks they're an expert. And they're like, Ping, how come you're doing a live stream on this channel? Don't you know that's bad? And blah, blah, blah. I mean, what do you mean it's bad? I have a small audience. I'm fine with that. That audience enjoys it. They support the show. Okay. It's so terrible. It's so terrible. The only thing I should ever do is like try to get the biggest audience possible. Well, I mean, look at how people are doing that. They're grifting and lying their ass off. I mean, is that what I should do to get a big audience?
Rabbits super chatted $10.
Thank you, Rabbits.
Big fan.
I appreciate you, bro. You're another one who supports the shit out of the show, and you're one of the ones that make the show possible, bro. So I really appreciate you, and I'm glad you're a fan. We're happy to have you here. You still got to feed me though, Buddha. You know, if you're in the area, dude. I know you're in Utah, but if you're in the area, I'll make you some pork chops, bro. Just let me know, dude. I'll bring you a nice plate of pork chops, okay? Or some soup or something. How small is your audience? Well, right now it's 130, but usually I get somewhere between, I don't know, where I'm at now and 200. And then every now and then, for some weird reason, I might jump to like 300 or 400, but that's rare. And that's usually when YouTube has a problem. When it starts getting bigger, they tend to come in and fuck with things. Like I did one reacting to Nick and Alex, the interview Nick did with Alex. And I think that one got up to like 800. And then like the next day or a couple of days later, they hit me for an old Alex Jones edit I made from 2020. They hit me for the Joe Rogan versus Alex Jones part 2. And they removed that. And they're like, oh, I forget the exact policy wording, but you're platforming somebody who's been banned, or you're platforming banned content that's been removed or whatever. I was like, oh, weird. I finally have a live stream that almost gets to 1,000. And then the next day, YouTube hits me for an Alex Jones video when it was me reacting to Alex Jones that got me almost to 1,000. And it's just so much weird shit, dude. So much weird shit with YouTube. At a certain point, you just, again, I have to stop caring about, oh, I'm going to reach the largest audience ever. And it's just, I'm going to do my show. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. I'm going to try to add value. And that's that. That's that. If it's a small audience, it's a small audience. Like, I'm not going to like lose sleep over it. It's crazy though, because I felt like a lot of your stuff is pretty big from good old Joe Rogan. Yeah, it was, Cyber. And then they started throttling the fuck out of it, dude. So like the summer of 2020, I had a big time blow up. You know, a lot of people did. 2020, just a lot of people were sitting at home. You know, but there was a good period there, probably I'd say a month or so, where everything I was putting out was getting close to 1 million views. And then I guess I did things YouTube didn't like. I made a fucking, well, this is also around the time I went from 60,000 subscribers to like 200,000. It was like overnight. It happened so fucking fast. I was getting so many subscribers so quickly. And so I applied for the 1,000 verification check mark. I applied for my plaque, which they finally gave me a couple years later. And that seemed to have been a mistake. I should have never asked for the verification check mark, because I think what happened was it's like once you reach 100,000 and you ask for that verification check mark, they kind of audit your channel and they decide whether you're like right for them or not, whether you should like really be on a trajectory to get to 1 million or whether it's problematic. And I think at that point, a lot of the shit I was doing that was going viral, I'll pull them up right now, were edits like this. And if you can't tell me why you would think YouTube would come back and go, oh, that's problematic, we're going to start throttling this, then I don't think you understand how YouTube works. But I'll show you some of this shit here. Let's see. I got to get into my and I didn't really back down. I kept making this kind of edgy comedy content, and I think it only just fucking got me throttled even further. But okay, never say no to Joe. Here's a good example. Oops. And of course, all these videos that blew up, they all came back and got demonetized. Let me see it. Let me get the right title for this. Never say no. There we go. And just playing this again will probably get this stream demonetized, because comedy is it doesn't matter if it's comedy, you can't make jokes like this.
Joe, we love you so much.
I love you guys too.
This is so nice. All things considered.
So here's an example. This one didn't hit 1 million, but this was like really quickly. It got this fast. So it got to 862 like within a week. It was pretty close to it. I forgot the exact numbers, but it was just going fucking bonkers, right? And that at that point, like I could make a good fucking, because you think about it, it's like around $2 every 1,000 views, right? So this is like $1,600. So this video probably took a week at least to make. So $1,600 for a week worth of work. I could keep doing it, and I did. But yeah, so this is here. I'll play this. This is and look, the jokes are, you know, Joe Rogan's gonna murder and rape his guest. Oh, sorry. That's problematic. We can't do that. So yeah, I'm looking right now. Video is still limited monetization. Of course it is. Every time I've had any fucking success, they've always come in and demonetized or age restricted. Like fucking clockwork. Every single time.
Oh boy. Joe, we
you guys
love
remember
you so
this one,
much.
right?
I love you guys too.
This is so nice. All things considered, the world is in a crazy place, and this is one of the best feelings I've had in a very long time.
I love you guys. Want some of this? Take some of that.
We need to step back for a minute.
What's wrong?
I'm supposed to drink slowly.
You'll be fine. It's just your daddy. Been drinking a month.
No, he's my friend.
Me. Come on. Are you sure?
We are really uncomfortable.
Okay.
Things are getting weird and got weirder and weirder.
We're in competition. That's the whole thing. The whole thing is
competition
we're in
for what?
Particularly you.
I'm so fucking confused.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Stop talking. I want to kill him. I might kill you.
No, don't. No.
How about if we did that?
You can't make jokes like this. So when you start blowing up and you get to 100,000 subscribers and YouTube decides to take a look at your channel to see what's going on and they see jokes like this, you're a problem, bro. It's not just comedy. It's not just edgy comedy. It's shit that you would see in any movie, any fucking sketch comedy. No. This is a problematic thing. And now we're going to put problematic tags on your channel. And your reach is going to drop very quickly, which it did very quickly after this. But we'll keep playing it for you guys that haven't seen this this gem.
It's fucking crazy.
I want to kill him with a rock. Hey. Look. There he is. He's hiding. Hey! You fucking pussy! Get outside!
I'm gonna go.
What the fuck? What?
Get the fuck away from me.
What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? That I made a monster?
Is anybody watching this?
Fuck!
Give him your love.
Okay.
Life takes weird turns. It's like a river. We're gonna be okay. We love each other. Let's be nice to each other. Why are we mad?
Oh, I don't want to be like.
Fuck!
I had to mute that because she says the R word. And apparently that's what got the whole thing demonetized. I guess.
You guys are really nice people.
They'll probably still
Like,
demonetize
from the moment
it. I'm sure just seeing the video, the algorithm's going to be like, oh, he's playing problematic video. He's playing problematic video.
I met you.
And these things get no views now. These are some of the greatest works of art ever made. And they just sit there dead. No one watches them anymore. No one fucking gets them recommended. What's the funniest part is like all the times Joe Rogan shouted me out, the algorithm wouldn't even recommend me to the people who just subscribed from the shout out. It's like Joe Rogan would shout me out. I'd see tons of people coming over to my channel. I'd have like a few days of like seeing a bunch of new people and views kicking off, and then it would just die. And then I'd make a video like the next day and it would be dead. It wouldn't even share it out to all this new audience that Joe Rogan just introduced me to. I mean, there's a certain point where you're just like, there's no doubt there's some weird shit going on here.
Let me take my pants off.
I don't want to see that.
Because that shit doesn't happen to other people. Other people don't get shouted out by Rogan and then make a video that all these people want to see and then nobody gets to see it and then your views just die. Like, that shit's not normal, dude. It's not normal. Clearly, YouTube did some shit.
Right now.
What the fuck? What?
I miss drunk Joe Rogan. That's another thing, man. Drunk Joe Rogan was so fun to edit. And everybody goes, yeah, it's AI can do this now. It's like, not really, dude. You're not going to get this level of quality with AI yet. Maybe eventually. Maybe eventually. Oop, there we go. Oop, what do we got here? Wrong one. So yeah, so that, I mean, that was the peak of it, but you could see the problem here. I'm making edgy jokes. I don't have a YouTube representative to be like, oh, guys, this is just comedy. You're going too far, like they would for an Andrew Schultz or a Theo Vaughn or somebody like that who has high level top representation in the industry, who can reach out to YouTube and be like, hey, you're fucking over my client. What's going on here? I don't have that. YouTube won't even respond. YouTube will literally have an AI fuck up and remove my live stream over a clear fuck up, and they won't even fix that. They won't even fix that. And I've seen this is happening to a lot of people. AI is fucking up with a lot of people's shit now. And I've been following it. The Twitter algorithm's been showing it to me. And sometimes YouTube will fix it, but not always.
Super chatted $5. Another question, entirely unrelated. What's your favorite alcohol? Clinking beer mugs emoji, clinking glasses emoji, sake emoji. I really like the end of show chat interaction lately. BTW.
Thank you, Olive. I like Tito's. I'm a Tito's guy. Just some clean vodka. I don't know. Mix it with whatever, soda water, whatever you want to do, but not sponsored, but I'm a Tito's guy. A Tito's guy. Okay. I love me some Tito. Era of comedy podcasts is over. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why people would not want to watch comedy podcasts. I think the Joe Rogan era, I don't think it's over. He's still doing millions of views, but there's a lot of hate, man. When you get political, there's a lot of fallback from that because obviously people are going to disagree. And the way the audience is now, like you would think, oh, okay, people understand it's just my opinion, and they're not gonna hate me because I have a different opinion. No, you're wrong. They're gonna hate you. When you come out and you go, actually, I think this policy by Trump, we do need to clean up our border. Holy shit, you're a fucking Nazi. Fuck you. Unscribe, downvote. Like that's the world we live in. So I don't know. I think Rogan did the right thing with his flip in 2020, going against the COVID narrative. But yeah, that's not been good for business. And now we got a bunch of lefties that just make their living shitting on Rogan, and that's what the algorithm pushes. Like anything pro Rogan, very little push. What I do, disappeared, and I get no recommendations for it. But if your whole thing is like Rogan sucks and the Rogan sphere sucks and Rogan ruined comedy, like the algorithm loves that. That's what the algorithm pushes now. I love vodka and cran. I've enjoyed brewing beer, mead, and wine. Also distilled some of my own fruit wine before. Well, a man of taste, Mr. Cody Man. You got height. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I don't drink anything fancy. Just some vodka and some fucking whatever, something to mix it with. But I'll drink anything, even a Cuba Libre. I don't like to drink much because drinking makes me feel like shit. But if I do, yeah, it's just Tito's and a fucking mixed drink. But yeah, drinking makes me feel like shit. It's just Tito's in a mixed drink won't do that much to me. That's why I'll stick with that. But if I drink other shit like beer, I just feel so terrible. Ping is skeptical of everyone. They don't like that. I don't know what it is, bro. I'm just out here giving my opinions on shit. But, I don't follow the mob, and that's a problem. I need to start just following the mob. Whatever the crowd goes, that's what I need to I need to stop using my brain to think things through logically and just follow the mob, there's a mob just marching outside my door with pitchforks and fucking they're just screaming like, let's go, we gotta go get this guy, fuck him, and everybody's just crazy, insane, and I'm supposed to just join the mob and not be rational, I don't like mobs. Maybe I have a tendency to go against the crowd sometimes because I hate the crowd and the mob, the crowd mentality, the mob mentality, but I just go with my fucking instincts and that's it. And I could be wrong. Everybody's wrong sometimes, but I don't think I'm as wrong as a lot of people think. I'm not going to stop. Yeah, Buddhist. This show's doing well. I know a lot of people see the numbers and they're like, oh my God, he's only doing what people judge you so hard based off your numbers, but I'm really happy with where the show's at. Like I have a loyal fucking audience, no matter how small it is. Y'all are here. I recognize the same names all the time. So I know there's people enjoying it. And at the end of the day, you know, maybe at some point I will move this to another channel. And who knows, maybe that will fucking be the thing where I finally start getting pushed in front of people because I'll be on a fresh channel. I don't know. That might be the move at some point, guys. And I think you guys might be at the point where you'd be willing to follow me to another channel, right? I hope so. Would you guys? Because that's the thing I worry about. Because if you don't have a loyal audience and you move your shit to another channel, people will just stop watching because YouTube's not putting it in front of them. But hopefully we might be past that here soon. We could do that.
_82 super chatted $2. Satirically grift lol.
Satirically grift? Yeah, I'll try, man. I'll try. I need to start uploading other just standalone videos and shit too, but man, those are rough. Like you see all the time, people will make videos like YouTube just took down my video, and then that shit will get a lot of views because people are interested in that. People are interested when creators get fucked over by YouTube. I make a video like that and it's like no one sees it. Again, because it's all relying on the algorithm putting it in front of you. And no matter how good the video performs, it just will not be put in front of people. I'm not into crowds either. I used to be, but I've got older. It's a young person's game. Well, yeah, and also it's a dumb person's game too, SoundX. You know, it's like I don't know. People don't really understand mob mentality. Mob mentality is a pretty dangerous, disgusting fucking thing. And so much of our society is controlled by mob mentality. And I wish people would kind of take time to understand the mob mentality and how to avoid that, because we can all fall into that, you know? I despise YouTube, but I have a subscription for ad-free music. I feel you, rabbits. I feel you. We're all in that same boat. It's like, you know, they're still the best game in town with how shitty they are. Rumble's getting close. You know, I need to start multi-streaming to Rumble. I'm going to start, again, I need to do this. Rumble, Kick, and X. I'm going to start multi-streaming to all three of those, plus YouTube. So, you know, as long as YouTube keeps me on here, I'll keep streaming to YouTube. But I'm going to start adding other platforms as well. Base reactivity is also how they control masses. True. There's some quote about walking against the crowd. Don't let others think for you. Yeah, we need more people like that, man. But it's hard. It takes courage because the crowd will come after you for it. You know, you're the one fucking sore thumb sticking out, not going along. They don't like that. You become the enemy. Very nice, Owen. I'm a white wine fan myself. I really like red with steak. Typical chick. You typical chick, Olive. It's okay. I forgive you, Olive. Yeah, I can't stand wine or champagne, man. Who the fuck drinks that shit? It's nasty. Nasty. Rumble needs ad-free music. They don't have it? Yeah, well, Rumble needs to figure out how to make money. I get it. Rumble's in that spot where, like, they got to get people over there, but they also got to make money. So it's like, you know, I don't know. X is sweet, but shitty on browser. Yeah, it's a good way to kind of, like, at least get it out to that audience. Although I'm fucked on X now lately, too, man. It's so frustrating. I did the, here, I'll pull this one up. One of the best fucking ones I've ever made, dude. I'm so proud of this one. And I just feel like I've been totally fucked over on this one because I go on Instagram and other places and this shit is still going massively viral from people stealing it. But yet for me, it was fucking just totally shit on in the algorithm. So this one right here. $50,000 views. It seems like a lot. Again, $2 for every 1,000 views. That's $100. Okay. So look, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole or whatever, but $100 for like a week of work, it's kind of hard to justify continuing to do that work. And I know there's such a big audience for this. Like, it makes no fucking sense. But yeah, this one right here. Oop, we gotta switch this. I'm sure you guys have seen this.
Ooh.
Holy shit. You guys are so hot. Let's mouth.
What?
No.
What are you doing? You can't just, it freaks me out.
It's mating season.
No thanks.
Not at all?
No.
You never want to taste?
No.
Everyone calm down. Just like chill out a little. It got really weird. I don't like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? Jamie. Lock the door.
What? Whoa, that seems a little threatening.
Yeah, this is, again, the face of Joe Rogan. I used AI to enhance this because Adobe Premiere has a great little thing where you can take like a 2-second clip and then you can extend it. And did I take advantage of that extending? Because I needed this facial expression so bad. I love it.
I'm going to call the cops.
There's no signal.
But the
Fucking moron. What are you doing? Have you ever seen what it looks like when you get strangled to death?
This is fucked up.
This is nuts.
You're both getting strangled to death.
Oh my gosh. That's fucked up.
We gotta try and escape.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
You can't get away. You're gonna die.
I'm gone.
Where are you going? Daddy's home. Congratulations, you win. Fun times. Tell everybody how to get your podcast, where you are on social.
See, Rogan is like the Chinese finger trap. You can't fight against it. If you go along with whatever he's doing and act happy, you'll survive. So she was the one that had the least resistance, so she survived. I don't know. That's my logic. So this one went massively viral on Twitter. Obviously, it didn't do much on YouTube. But on Twitter, it went fucking insane. On X. And then a genius retard. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. Oh. A guy who works in a roundabout way for Rogan, right? One of the companies he hired to stop the scamming AI people that are doing fake ads using Rogan to like promote their bullshit boner pills. So that company came and they fucking DMCA'd this video on X, along with the one that I did with Tucker Carlson. And I reached out to him. I reached out to Jamie. At first, Jamie was like, "Oh, this I don't even know. I don't think it's real." And then finally, I figured out, oh, actually, this guy did fuck up. And he sent an email retraction the same fucking day. He sent X the retraction that basically says, "Oops, sorry, we want to retract this DMCA. We made a mistake." X never responded. It's been months now. I don't know how many fucking months. It's been a lot of months. X never responded to the retraction email. These videos were never put back up. The ones that were taken down. And my X account has been dog shit since. I've been fucking throttled and shadow banned since. And I've talked to Grok about it. Grok's like, yeah, that's what they'll do. And, apparently X has people that will respond to the DMCAs, but they won't respond to any retractions. It's just so fucking weird. So once again, I get fucked by X and I have like no reach on X anymore. When I was blowing up, this was like 10,000 plus fucking likes. I was making money on X. And it's always something, man. It's always something. It starts to get really fucking old. This is the other one they hit. Somebody was saying the other night that I should make an edit with Tucker. And it's like, I have. Rogan actually reacted to it live on the stream, live on his show. But yeah, this is the other one they hit with the DMCA that was fucking going massively viral. And the guy made a mistake. Like, I don't hold it against him. You know, he made an obvious, stupid fucking mistake that should have been avoided, but he then tried to fix it. But some reason X just they don't fucking respond. Did I not pull this up? Hold on. X just, space. I don't know what the deal is, man. I followed up multiple times to the email chain. And I've been like, are you guys there? Like, are you going to restore the video? It seems like my account's still shadow banned because of this DMCA strike. Nothing. Complete silence.
Is fake. Space.
The guy thought I was trying to like convince people that, like, one of the things he put in the DMCA was like, he's trying to make people commit violence towards Tucker. It was some weird thing, and it's like, oh, just one little mistake, and you just totally fucked over everything. I was nearly at 40,000 followers on X when they did this. Like, I was really blowing up on X. And it's just completely grinded to a halt because of this.
Space is fake.
But it's visible.
What? No.
Space is real.
Are you joking?
You're a science denier.
What? Stop.
The bodies of science have bestowed the truth. If you ignore
If I get another fucking lecture from you, I'm gonna go crazy.
When did you start having this opinion?
Shut the fuck up, bitch. You're a fucking idiot.
Don't do that anymore.
What are you gonna do about it, bitch? What are you gonna do about it? You are literally powerless.
I mean, the other problematic thing is that I like to have an action style ending where guns are pulled, because it just closes out because if you notice, I'm building so much tension in these edits. It's like I want it to go somewhere like where it can properly release the tension, and coming up with fucking little action filled finales where people pull out guns and swords, and AI's allowed me to like really enhance that. But I think that's another thing that got me throttled, because Hollywood can use scenes with guns, but I can't. I'm not allowed to have a scene with a fucking fictional scene with a gun being pulled, throttled. Fuck you. I think that's another problem. I'm telling you, there's probably like 100 different problems that YouTube and social media in general has with the shit I do.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do whatever I want. Not a lot you can do about it.
You could get your ass kicked.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah. I think you are a far-right, white supremacist,
I have
racist.
no respect for you. You're like my dog. Does it ever occur to you that you're like disgusting? Just like vulgar, just like a pig. If I were to sort of narrow down my bigotries, it's like...
Yeah, I could skip to Joe smoking in a hotel bed. I could skip that, but my goal with these was always to make them feel like a movie. So as I was working on these, I wanted it to feel like a scene from a movie. I wanted to have 3 acts. I wanted to have a build, and I wanted to have a finale, a release. And the closer I got to making it feel like a movie, the more problematic it was, because we're not allowed to do the things the movies do.
People like you, I just think you're disgusting.
I'm better than you.
I'm the best talker in America. And you're like, some wacko.
You're a real freak.
If I take a 9mm round or 7.62 by 39 and shoot you, can you catch the bullet?
You can't do that.
What are you going to do about it?
I got a bigger one.
Why would you hide that? That's just wrong. That's not fair.
Yep. Fun times. Fun times. I am working on one. I don't know how fast I'm going to get it done, because here's the other thing. I used to always have to worry about, oh my God, okay, I just released a video. I got to get my next one done within a week or two so I can keep earning. Now that I don't have to worry about these edits earning, I'm going to take my sweet fucking time. I'm going to make them as best as possible. And I'm going to drag them out, because I learned very quickly. Here's another example. Since we're going down this route, this edit right here, which I also think is one of the best ones I've made. I learned a lot making this edit about the process, okay? This edit was total fucking dog shit. I was about to release it, and it was just not good. It was just me, just like, oh, I got to get something out, and let me just put it out, and it was like just not done yet. I hadn't taken it to as far as it can go and made it as good as possible. And so fortunately, I didn't release it, and I went back and I worked on it more, and it became so fucking good. And it's because I just gave it another week or two to really fucking creatively sink into it and figure out how to make it really pop. And yeah, when you're rushing things, you can't do that. It's like, I got to have a video out Thursday. It's just got to be out. Okay, what do you have now? Just put it out. No, that's not the best for art. So one good thing about having a live stream that can earn a living for me, it can really allow me to just take my time and make the right fucking thing. But yeah, this one was dog shit. It was complete dog shit. If you would have saw the original version compared to this, maybe you'd understand. I don't even know if I still have the original one that I probably just deleted it because I didn't end up putting it out. I ended up continuing to work on it and making it good.
You smoke weed, Carrot Top?
I will with you.
Okay.
Great. This is when the whole podcast goes to shit. Hey, let's exchange numbers.
It's just tobacco, guys.
No.
What?
Comics hate you because you're not funny.
My style of prop comedy is kind of an interesting. It's like
It's
an inventive.
not funny though.
It sucks, Dick.
Not good, man.
It was not good.
George Carlin said I was funny.
So fucking what?
Whatever.
I don't like it.
Makes you want to stab a motherfucker.
It's a fucking disgrace.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I don't live up to, I'm doing my best.
I fucking hate you.
Whatever. Just, you know what? Let it go, dude.
Just stop doing it.
What the fuck?
You're not allowed to do stand-up again.
What the fuck is going on?
Or you're a dead man.
Oh, God, you can't do that. What are you, crazy?
I'm not joking. Or if you did do stand-up again, I'll set up a visit just to come visit you.
This is not... I don't want to do this. I'm calling the cops.
Put the phone away.
You
I'll kick you right through the fucking window.
You want me to hit somebody?
Get the fuck up!
I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck?
600-pound African male lion just looking at you with that gigantic head of death. Could just kill you at any moment.
Say goodbye.
Yeah, it's like a mafia scene. It's that's anything with Joey Diaz starts to feel like a mob scene. Yeah, so that's one thing I added Joey Diaz to it. I added the idea of the lion for the finale because I couldn't figure out how to end it, and then I was like, a lion. I tried it, and I'm like, okay, it works. Joe and his fucking lions, and then it also has sort of a weird connection because Carrot Top is a Vegas act. We know what happened to Sigmund and Roy or whatever. Got killed by a lion, so kind of convenient. You bring out the lion to threaten. I don't know, dude. There's like a weird fucking cosmic connection there. But yeah, I wish I had the original version, like the first draft, I should call it, because you would understand what I'm saying. The first draft was such dog shit, and I think I put it away for like a couple months and then came back to it and just kind of like reestablished the creative juices, because so much people think about like the actual physical labor of editing and how much time it takes to edit. Like the time to be creative is difficult. You need time to think through ideas. And sometimes like today I might be at a dead end, but then if I revisit it tomorrow or maybe in a week, all of a sudden that dead end will be gone and I'll be creatively open again and I can improve it. And it's like, there's a whole process that's kind of hard to understand, and you can't force it too. You got to be in the right mindset, the right creative mindset. Like if you're not in the right creative mindset, you're just going to make dog shit. So yeah, it just is what it is, man. And it sucks because I feel like I've created a rare kind of fucking thing here it was, people love it. It was enough to get shouted out on Rogan and Schultz and Theo Vaughn and it got a lot of like respect, like in that way. The comedy scene really loved it and appreciated it and recognized it in a way that I was really grateful for, but the social media never did. I was always just a piece of shit fucking, whatever the fuck to social media. And that gets old, But yeah, I figured we'd go down. I don't know why we went down that entire rabbit hole, but that was fun. Where are we at here? All right, guys. I think we've been here fun. I mean, it's been fun. These videos should be mainstream, bro. I think they should be treated like sketch comedy because that's what it is. It's sketch comedy. I'm using editing. I'm editing real life to make a sketch. So it's a little different because these are real scenes that are repurposed and taken out of context to create a new scene. But the amount of work to create those scenes and to recreate the context and to fucking re-sentence mix, to like create new sentences, create new lines that weren't there, like that skill took a little while to develop. I didn't have that right away. That's why a lot of the early ones are a little different. But once I got the skill of sentence mixing and I figured out how to fucking now, like I can literally go and read the transcripts of I can search the transcripts of like thousands of Rogan episodes to find one word or one. I mean, that's how I got Lock the Door. Jamie, Lock the Door. That was hard. I was able to search so many fucking transcripts to finally find, I think, lock and the and then door, and just combined all three of those words to make him say lock the door. So yeah, it's just frustrating because I developed
super chatted $1.99.
so much skills with that shit.
1,000 views.
What are we talking about, MMA KO? What's up, brother? How you doing, MMA? Good to see you, bro. What are you talking about for the show? Did we get to 1,000 views here? Thank you, brother. It's good to see you, MMA KO. I hope you're doing well, bro. I know you. I think last we talked, you had your car broke down. Hopefully, you got all that shit fixed out. And yeah, go for MMA KO is another guy who he's made some great edits in the similar vein. What was the one you made, MMA KO? Is that one still up? What was the one you made that I liked a lot? MMA KO TV. Is your channel still up, MMA KO? I can't even find it. Yeah, Mako Television. MMA KO. Yeah, I can't even find your fucking channel, bro. I know I'm subscribed to it. But when I search, it doesn't pull shit up for you, dude. What am I doing wrong, MMA KO? Yeah, or let me just click on your name. I can go right to your channel. See, go to channel. MMA KO. There we go.
This is the fastest ever knockout.
Yeah, that's it. You got it. Yeah, this one is great, dude. You did a fantastic job with this one. Here, let's play this.
This is the fastest ever knockout in UFC history. This guy, Jorge.
MMA KO. He developed a skill with this shit too, man. Let me see. Here's MMA KO's. Shout out to MMA KO. This one's great. Go follow him. Go subscribe. I thought I was already subscribed. What the fuck? I thought I was subscribed to you already.
This is the fastest ever knockout in UFC history. This guy, Jorge Masvidal, knocked out this two-time Olympic wrestler, Ben Askren, knocked him out in 5 seconds. Because Askren went to shoot to try to get a hold of his legs. Masvidal ran at him with a flying knee and hit him right in the face while he was trying to bend forward.
This is interesting because I've never seen this video before, and obviously there's no video evidence of what hit the...
Oh, fuck. It's all over the internet. You want to see it? Of
course. Not totally.
He was out cold at 3 seconds. Someone did a time from here, boom, out cold, 3 seconds. And as the referee's running over to him, yeah. Sure, look at this, watch.
So he stood up like...
Look at that, it's ridiculous.
He can't do it.
What? His right foot's down, his left foot's up, and he just goes straight up in the air. It is crazy.
That's fake.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a while before anybody's excited about anybody fighting Ben Askren.
He's that new age, and he's like a fucking 40-year-old.
Bro, Ben Askren, dude, it went downhill from here, MMA KO. You might have destroyed Ben Askren. You might have destroyed him, and then he almost died. How's he doing? Is he out of the hospital recovering now? Is he recovering yet?
Science teacher. He's like these new age dudes that just fucking talk. Like, just talk and talk and talk about everybody. Shut the fuck up. Because when somebody sees you in person, you're not that guy.
Yeah. Ben Askren, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. That was fun.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you don't remember this whole thing with Ben Askren and Jorge Masvidal. Damn, time flies, dude. How long ago was this? 5 years ago. Yeah, time fucking flies. But yeah, go follow MMA KO. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Big time supporter. He's helped me with edits and shit. Great guy. Yeah, Davey Jackson was on Revenge of the Sith today. Yeah, I heard. He told me the other day he was going to be on there. I'll probably be doing it. I don't know if we're going to do it if he's got time, but we might do an episode because he's doing a documentary on Dearborn. He went to Dearborn, did a whole fucking documentary. So that's something I would like to talk about. So I'd love to have Davey back on and talk about his experience investigating Dearborn and the situation in Dearborn, Michigan. So that might be coming out soon. I told Davey just to hit me up. I mean, I did have last time I talked to him, I was like, fuck, I just lost my ability to live stream, so I don't know if we can still do it. But, if he's got bigger shows than mine to go on, yeah, go do those because my show's not going to get him much attention. But I'd love to have him on and talk about it. We'll see. We'll see if we can both find time for it. Pretend your thumb is Jorge Masvidal's knee and the like button is Ben Askren's face. Yeah. Yeah, I already hit the thumbs up on this one. Go thumbs up. Go show MMA KO some support. Good guy. Does good work. Still making videos, right? MMA KO, you're still making shit. Still killing it out there. Just algorithms mean to all of us, bro. Doesn't respect the edit grind, dude. Doesn't respect it. Davey kills Kill Tony every few weeks, it seems. Yeah, I know he's been on there a few times now. Like was he on there again recently? I don't watch Kill Tony regularly, and Davey doesn't always hit me up when he's on, so I don't know. I might have missed it. Davey's a good dude, but I don't watch Kill Tony. Like, I'm not a Kill Tony guy, unfortunately. Sorry. No shade. I love Red Band. Good dude. I don't know Kill Tony, Tony Hinchcliffe, but I've talked to Red Band a few times. Red Band's a good dude. He's DM'd me a few times, or he DM'd me once specifically over the Andrew Schultz edit I made, where Andrew Schultz had that fucked up haircut and everybody was just showing up and dogging on his haircut. The one that had the laugh track that everybody just obsessed over the laugh track and cried, "Oh, the laugh track sucks." And I'm like, dude, don't you understand? I'm making fun of Andrew Schultz in the fucking laugh track, the fake laugh track they do on their show every day, where they're all. It's like, Jesus Christ, guys, have a little more fucking brain cells, please. Too many troons on Kill Tony? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't watch it enough. I know I argued with Davey about the bucket pool, and I'm like, that's not legitimate. What do you mean? You're gonna put it back until you get a woman? You're gonna draw somebody's name, and then you're not gonna bring them on stage. You're gonna put it back because it's a man, and then you're gonna keep pulling till it's a woman. That's sus. That's sus to me. We debated that. I think that's still on my channel. You can catch us debating it.
At Stellar
What's up, brother?
Optico super chatted $10. Ping. Your skills as an editor spotlight the ability to control people's perception through the creative editing of video.
Yeah.
Maybe the powers that be would rather not highlight that ability to people.
I mean, that's a possibility too. I mean, you can go all day long thinking of the possibilities of like the different ways they can think something's problematic, but that could be it too, dude. You know, because that was a big part when I had my first video go viral. I was like trying to figure out, okay, well, I gotta kind of figure out what I'm doing here, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, I can just basically figure out how to make things, how to fuck with context, and eventually, you know, maybe it'll be good enough that people will kind of wake up to the reality of how things can be presented in a way that's very believable but has no fucking reality to it. And you might be right, bro, because that's what the media does. The media does exactly what I do, except not for jokes, to mislead people. So you might be right, Stellar. I don't know, man. I just don't think they respect it. I think they see it as YouTube poop. They don't think they think it's problematic. You know, especially when I start, because look, it's not just me. Everybody that made this level of content got fucked over. Okay, every single one of us got fucked over. Look at Much Dank. Much Dank got to 2 million subscribers. He got 10 times more subscribers than me. Did it matter? Nope. He still got fucked over. He's not making content anymore. His views were still dog shit. Didn't matter. 2 million subscribers, they'll still shut you down. So it's not just me. It's like everybody in this vein. So I don't know, man. All I can do is speculate because they won't tell us. They're not going to fucking tell us what's going on. When you get a vision for a video, editing is so much fun. Yeah, I agree, MMAKO TV. That's the hardest part, is when that's the part I would get so upset with, is I'd make a video and then I'd be like, oh, fuck, I need another idea. And then like the time between having an idea and getting an idea is the most stressful time ever. But then once you have an idea and you can get to work, that's when you're like, oh, fuck, I finally see it. I can do this. And that's stressful, man. It's happened to me a ton of times. Just gave up. I feel you, MMAKO. People give up. People give up. A lot of people did. Shamian gave up. He couldn't even get monetized. You know, like there's a lot of the channels that did what I did. I don't even know if Much Dank ever got monetized. I'm assuming he did. But like Shamian couldn't get monetized. They said it was reused content. They could have easily done that to me too, except I was also doing live streams. I'm pretty sure the thing that so many people on my channel fucking hate, these live streams, not everybody obviously, but very loud opinionated people, they seem to get upset about it. It's probably the one thing that allowed my actual channel to be monetized, because it was me talking. It wasn't reused content. So that's one of my theories, because I often wonder, like, why did I get monetized when Shamian didn't? Well, that's the difference between me and Shamian. I was doing live streams. He wasn't. I don't know. 100 likes. Good. I can go home. I think I'm already at home. What am I talking about? 99 likes. I only see 99, guys. I don't see 100. The live streams would have helped Much Dank for sure. Well, yeah, but then he also would have pissed a bunch of people. Because sometimes the best thing to do, MMAKO, as a creator, is to be behind the scenes. Because the second you're not behind the scenes, you lose a little bit of gravitas, a little bit of mystery. And then people could be like, oh, he's a redhead? Oh, fucking redheads are cringe. Oh, look, he's got a chubby face. He's fat. He's a redhead. Oh, wait, he doesn't just hate Donald Trump like I do. Like there's a lot of downside to it. So being behind the scenes, never really showing who you are, that worked for Much Dank. But then, you know, I mean, I don't know if doing live streams, I don't know if Much Dank didn't get monetized. I know Shamian didn't because Shamian made a big deal about it. And he posted about it when he got turned down. So I don't know. Again, all I can do is theorize. What's the difference between me and Shamian? I did live streams. Shamian didn't. I got approved for monetization. Shamian didn't. So that's all I have to go off of. I could be wrong. Much love, guys. Where are we at? 3 hours. This has been a fun episode. I hope you guys had a blast. If you haven't, smash the thumbs up. We are over 100, but I'm still going to ask. If you haven't, you've enjoyed the show. Help this get out to more people. Links in description if you want to support.
At a live super chat
Discord as well.
$5. Thank you for the late stream and chat interaction. I think you're gaining a strong live following. Keep it up. Less than 3. You're ginger, but we still love you.
I don't even like calling myself a ginger. I prefer redhead. Just classic redhead. You know? Because look, let me pull you. Let me show you something here. Okay, you got me. I got to make a point here about this ginger shit. Okay. All right, let me show you. And it's got to be a man.
That rabbit's super chatted $10. Good stuff, man.
Thank you, rabbits. You rock, brother. You rock. Okay, let me show you what a proper ginger. Okay. This is a proper ginger. This guy right here. Okay, this guy right here. Let's see. Image, a new tab. This is a proper ginger. Does my hair look like this? And thank you, Rabbits, for the 10 and Olive for the 5. You guys rock. Oh, do I have the right screen up? Yeah. Okay, this is a ginger. Okay, look, my hair's fucked up because I have my hat on, but do I look like a fucking ginger? Does my hair look like that? No, my hair is more like a chestnut, darker fucking, like kind of brown mix. You know, it's not, I'm not a fucking ginger, okay? I'm a redhead, and my hair's not really even red. It's like chestnut, walnut, or some shit like that. Okay? I'm trying to explain to you guys, there's a difference. But no one's going to believe me, dude. We only see your beard. Yeah, my beard is very gingery. There's no doubt about it. My beard is curly. You know, it's got a curly, lighter thing, but like, if I was to grow my beard out as long as my hair on my head is, it would darken. Because my hair is that light, like at the root, but then as it grows out, it gets darker. There's like, it's almost like 3 colors. It's like a light kind of ginger like this, but then it's kind of like a dark red and then almost black. I have like 3 tones of colors going on there, which is, it's wild. I don't know why God did that to me, but some people like it. And then some people accuse me of dyeing my hair, and I'm like, no, I don't fucking dye my hair, retards. Anyway, much love, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, we should definitely be here tomorrow, okay? So look out for the show. Discord is linked in the description if you want to follow on Discord. It's much appreciated. Ginger, come on, Olive. I'm hitting you with facts here, Olive.
At a life super chatted $2. Ginger Cope.
You can't tell the difference? Oh man, come on. Okay, I guess I gotta full screen it. You can't tell me you don't see the difference in my hair in that hair? Look, my hair is fucked. I'm sorry. I got hat hair. I've been wearing hair all day. I've been wearing a hat all day. You don't see the difference? You don't see the difference? Look at the colors in my hair. Okay, you see how it's got a darker fucking... You don't see the difference? You guys are going to make me cry myself to sleep tonight. Acting like you don't see the difference. That's just sad. It's just sad to me.
At L_Hefe67 super chatted $10. Love you, Ping.
Thank you.
Good night, legends.
Love you too, Hefe. Thank you, guys. You guys rock. We'll see you tomorrow, okay? And remember, I'm not a ginger, okay? I'm a chestnut. I'm a walnut. Much love, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, okay?
Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Here's some other videos to watch that you might like or you might not. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notification.